yeah. So instead of our main had a some some family emergency issues that he had to take care of, and thus he had to drop out. Uh, so uh, hopefully, Doctor Jason Evil will be able to, aka aka Harith, Divine Wanderer Harith, will be able to fill in that role for now. So, how has everyone's week been?
Pretty good.
No.
Neutral.
Neutral.
Yep, same. Oh, cool. But so anyway, Jason, what approximation do you have until you'll be able to use your mic? Like how much time do you think?
Some minutes.
If you go to bed a little. Okay. All right then. Uh. Okay, so if that's the case, just let me know. Just call out whenever you're able to use your mic, and we can start our session. So, from what happened last week.
Hmm.
Last week, the brave group of adventurers successfully infiltrated the werewolf den. Uh, successfully infiltrated the werewolf den, and ran and struck a deal with one of the werewolves there. And from in return for killing their leader, you guys, she would be free of the children who were she would free the children who were captured by these werewolves. By the way, can you guys hear the music?
Nope.
I can't hear any music.
No.
Why is the music playing?
Also, I could use my mic now.
Yay.
Hooray.
Oh,
Hello.
oh. Hello.
Hello there, guys.
Welcome, welcome to
Curse of
our
Strahd.
session. Curse of Strahd. Right. Okay, so, well, we'll go without music for now, and when I'm done with the intro, I'll play with it while you guys roleplay.
There is music now.
Oh.
It's playing.
Can anyone else hear it? I have my music via Roll20.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, that's
I
mine.
have
Give me a
I have
moment.
mine turned the sound all the way turned up, but hold on. Listen.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
It is there, it's just quiet. There we go,
Yeah.
now that's
Okay.
a lot better.
Okay, so
There we
yes, I guess as long as you guys can hear it, I still don't hear it for some strange reason. I'll worry about that later. All right. To continue. Anyway, so all of you have successfully infiltrated the werewolf den, slaying the elderly and those who watched over the kidnapped children while the rest of the pack went on a hunt. While in there, you made a deal with a female werewolf who called herself Zulika. Now, her mate was the original alpha of the pack, but another werewolf known as Kirill supposedly slain the previous alpha and took the mantle for himself. So, in revenge, she requested your aid in slaying the alpha, and in return, she would free the kidnapped children. One of this was part of the original duo. What brought you to this place in the first place? Now, you guys spent a few hours coming up with a very with a various
Strategy.
traps, that went spectacularly well. Saying that attempting to challenge.
I mean, we
The
spent
Alpha
a
Hero.
few hours strategizing and then it went completely in a different direction.
We
Yes,
even
but
built
the
you
original-
a bone sling.
Yeah, the
Well,
original,
Sounds about right for these
That
days.
one worked.
the original plan was for the fighter of the group, to challenge the werewolf for title of the alpha. Um, one of the things what to do was the bard of the group would shape change into one of the named werewolves and be taken quote unquote hostage. While all the while insulting Kirill's honor, his strength, his willingness, his power to lead the pack, and it went very well. He accepted it at first, but then Dracos, as Kirill was getting ready to cast the first swipe, cast Charm Person on Kirill and failed the save by 1 point, completely taking him under his spell and revealing himself to the party for the first time to be a vampire. Under his control, Kirill sent the rest of the pack away, and you guys completely destroyed Kirill in what was supposed to be a very difficult fight, made very easily. With the alpha slain, Zulika was true to her word and freed the rest of the children from their cages. And it was later revealed that one of them was successfully changed into a werewolf pup, who was originally part of Faerun. But he hasn't really said much, and he hasn't changed into his werewolf form yet. So it's around 10 o'clock at night. By the time you guys finally left, you had around 9 to 10 freaked out children that are screaming at the first sign of distress. While thinking better of it, you guys have decided it would be best to plead to Zelinka's mercy and attempt to remain in the den for one more night while the pack was still sent away, being demanded to find better game for their guests. She begrudgingly accepted, and it was around the second watch when Amadei noticed something really wrong happening to Astral. As of right now, he is within the first throes of turning into a werewolf himself, as he was within contact of the blood for an extended period of time, and that's where we left off from last session. So Amadei, So Amade, you are currently Amade. You and some of the other children who simply cannot sleep are the only ones who are currently awake at this point. You see Astral making making lots of growling noises. At one point, crying out in pain, albeit softly. And you see that his form changes a lot at this point. Not so much a werewolf form than from what you guys originally thought, but from a tiefling to one, um, a the form of a blue skinned, um, a blue skinned being, very shapeless, very very basic in form and shape. And he keeps flickering back between those two. What do you do?
I shake him awake. I move the kids back, kind of get myself in between him and the kids just in case, and I wake him up.
All right. At this point, whenever he does wake up, he wakes up with a start and almost bites your hand strangely enough as you shake him awake. He's like, "Stay back! Stay back!" And at this point, it's everyone hears that and wakes up at this point.
What's wrong? You were switching forms.
Burning in my arm. Help! And he clutches his arm, which at this point you see a strong like black veins coming from his arm, from the wound, which you see now. It's a very small cut in his arm with black veins that come from the cut up the way to his shoulder before it disappears under his clothing.
Would there be any way Amade would know what that is?
Make me either a nature check or a medicine check.
I'm gonna go with medicine.
Nice.
With the you're a healer. You're a healer druid. You're very accustomed to various injuries, various curses that a lot of your people face, going through the heart of the woods. You have seen this once before, and it wasn't pretty. And you know that this is the beginning steps of Astral turning into a werewolf. And from what you know, this is a very fast transformation. Like normally, a transformation from a human to a werewolf would only take maybe a day or two. It's only been a couple hours, and he's gone very, very fast through the process.
Whose blood did he get on him again?
Huh?
Whose blood did he get on him, or who infected him?
One of the werewolf guards. He took. Oh yeah, one of the werewolf guards that you guys found the name of.
Because he wanted to smell like it. He was rolling around in them.
Yes, he was rolling around in the body.
For the smell, okay. Is he still flickering between shapes?
As he is awake now, he is more he's as he's looking down, he realizes what's going on, and he quickly shapes back into his tiefling form, but he's still gritting his teeth and clutching his arm. And as all of you look, you see thick hair slowly beginning to go down his arm.
Is there any way to slow it down at least, or stop it? Would I know?
Or would Amade from her role from earlier?
Yes, with your role, yes. Normally, normally there would be two ways to do it. It would either like a combination of two would break the curse. One of the two would halt or slow down the effects. Either a remove curse spell, or a potion of Wolfsbane, which you and Draco sniff about.
We need two ways, and I don't think we have either, unless someone here knows remove curse or we have a potion of Wolfsbane.
Oh, we don't have any.
This is the quickest I've ever seen it happen.
The pain! Make it stop!
Do you have, by any chance, any sleeping spells?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, to put him to sleep. Like anesthesia.
No, sadly, I do not.
Why do you think he's changing so fast? I mean, usually it takes at least a day. Not the hours.
It could have something to do with he was flickering back and forth. So it could have something to do with that. How long have you known him? Y'all have been traveling with him longer.
Yeah, he's been with us since the beginning of this mission adventures. We met him in Daggerford.
I don't know how.
I mean, I met him in Daggerford. I'm the only original party member left.
Pretty much.
I just realized this.
Yeah. Yep. You and Astral and Devlin are the only two original party members.
Oh dear.
Look,
one died. One was kidnapped by Strahd.
Yeah, and we did have a lot of party changes as well. Like one person dropped, and we never heard from him again. Another person dropped because I had a lot of personal family stuff to take care of, and I had to take a break. And he left after, and this last person he dropped because he had some emergency family stuff. So
Fair enough.
Huh?
I just fair enough.
Yeah, a lot of stuff.
Very rough, love. Anyway, I'll let you continue.
Okay. So, but anyway, so continue your train of thought, Devlin.
Yeah, that's what I said. I just told him where we met him and how long he's been with us. I don't know much about him.
Changed form?
No, I mean, he sometimes he uses guy's self, if I remember correctly, but never changing form like this.
I mean, is there anything we can do for him besides obviously kill him, which I don't think any of us want to actually do?
Would sucking the blood out work? Even?
No, if you already suck it.
It's been in his system for a long time
Okay,
now.
Like
okay.
the curse has already grabbed hold. It's
Yeah.
either kill him to stop the whole process, or let him go through this pain and turn. At this point, because we don't have anything to get rid of it.
We can direct him to the other realm.
At this point, his form his form completely shift.
Into
he drops
the being.
He falls. He's falling unconscious. Well, not unconscious. He's falling to the floor, kind of like holding over himself, and he sees that his form completely changes. His tiefling form slowly disappears. And left in his place is a strange looking creature. He has very deep blue skin, yellow eyes, very tall and lanky. Let's see, Devlin, go ahead and make me a history check.
I was just about to ask if I would recognize the creature. That is 25.
Okay, so with your background as a criminal investigator, you had to deal with these creatures once or twice before. You recognize this as a doppelganger. They are a race of people that change their form of very regularly, and they use that form to their advantage more often than not in the criminal background. So
Wait,
it
I
seems as
I
that-
can't remember at the moment, but did we know he was with the Zentarium?
Hmm?
Did we? I mean, we
Oh,
knew that
yes,
he was from the Zent, but
you knew he was part. You knew he was part of the Zentarium, and I think he came clean about that too. So it seems as if he has revealed his true form.
I mean, he hasn't done anything bad to us. He's been
Yeah,
trustworthy so far.
They're not inherently evil creatures.
Yeah, that's why I'm
they're
saying
just-
that. I'm saying
Yeah.
I'm gonna trust him for now.
But on the first time that he turns in, probably will have no control over him unless an alpha stops him.
Say that again.
Well, on his first time changing, he probably will be enraged and has no control over his actions. So
There are cages in this cave, but we could close him in one of them,
No.
maybe.
Yeah, that's probably the best, especially away from the children.
Yeah.
At this point, a lot of the kids are crying. They're freaking out, looking at this. At this point, he looks like he is in the middle of a very intense seizure.
Yeah, we need to move him from the children.
Yeah.
When I try to speak with him, does he respond to me or is he off?
Oh, he does not respond to you. At this point, you can see, that he's the doppelganger, normally having no hair on them whatsoever, is indeed starting to grow hair, thick black hair at a very rapid pace.
Okay, we need to move it quickly. Would rope hold him until we get to the cages?
Potentially, if you tied him up well enough.
Yeah. Do you think we should do that just in case? I have some
Hello?
50 feet of rope.
Hello.
I lost my connection there for a moment.
Okay, so would
This is what a doppelganger looks like. And you guys see that?
yeah.
Yeah.
Makes me think of the sectoids from XCOM
Was
2.
he a doppelganger?
Yep.
Was Astral not a thief but a doppelganger?
Apparently.
Well, when let's see, when Incineroar took over his character, he turned him into a doppelganger.
Mm.
He kept the tiefling form, but yeah, we thought it would be a good idea for him to reveal his form at an appropriate time. Right. So
Maybe
okay,
that
so
was why the guild was so reluctant to let him go. Because he's
Right,
on the
so-
run from the guild, right?
yeah, they are a valuable people. So who's tying him up?
Probably not me, because I don't have a lot of strength. I'm a weakling. But I do have rope.
Actually, well,
That's quite offense.
the act tying him up, it wouldn't necessarily require strength. It would more require how good you are with knots with your fingers and whatnot.
Okay,
So
I
it would be a more like dexterous. So sleight is maybe like a sleight of hand check or just a straight dexterity check. Actually, no, it would be like a straight dexterity check.
The rock has no dexterity.
I have a +2 for Dex. Why are you giggling, Devlin?
I have +1.
Let me handle that. I will do
You
it.
have a +5? Okay, then you can
No,
do it.
I have a +1. +1.
Oh, I thought you said +5. I was like...
No.
Yeah, I will do it. No worries.
I mean, I can. I have a +2.
Just handle with rope.
Alright, she'll hand it.
And this is my straight legs.
Okay. All right. So, taking the rope from Devlin, you're able to, how are you tying him up? Are you just tying up his hands? Are you hog tying him, or are you just binding his hands, his feet, or are you like bundling him up in rope, or how are you tying him?
Well, I will tie his hands around his neck,
Okay.
and then I will just grab him and drag him to the caves.
Okay.
The cages, yeah.
Sorry, to the caves, yeah.
Okay. Okay. So at this point, you managed to bring him back to the cages. Meanwhile, Zulika comes back outside from her den.
Yeah, sorry. We had
What's all that noise?
Sorry, we had an emergency.
You tried my patience, girl.
Look, he's changing. We need to keep the kids safe.
Oh. Seems like we will be getting a new member of our pack pretty soon. Our numbers require replenishing anyway, after you killed a fair number of them. Not that I'm complaining. Many of them were jerks beforehand. Alright, so taking Astral from you, he holds him to her chest and starts bringing him in front of the Mother Knight altar.
Can I just do something before we do that? Can I take the cloak of protection? Yes. I mean, he's not gonna be needing it. Yeah, he's not gonna be needing it anymore.
Gotta save the magic item, guys.
Yeah.
You don't understand. We were talking the whole time about
Yeah, like before he was played by another character, taken over by another character. Like I was playing him as an NPC an NPC PC for a while, or a DM controlled PC, and every session was like, gotta kill him off. We need that cloak of protection.
Okay, yes, yeah.
Like, come on, I have more tact than that. If you're gonna get it, it's gonna be at least makes sense within the narrative. Go ahead. Okay, so go ahead and make me a sleight of hand check.
Please work. Yes, natural 20.
Nice one.
Okay. All right. So Astral is completely out of it as he is on the ground convulsing, and Zuliku is kneeling, muttering very strange, muttering in gibberish to this statue of Mother Night. And when you're behind her, you take advantage of that to pluck the cloak of protection right from under him, and I will say, attached to that cloak was his coin pouch.
Didn't he already give me his coins? Silver, I mean.
Yeah. Well, he had some gold. He had some gold and copper too.
Okay, cool.
So yeah, he has you got 9 gold and 10 copper.
Okay.
and as well as the electrum flute that he had as well, if you want that.
Yeah.
Okay. So Zulika is doing some muttering to the night god, and as you watch, she slowly reveals, as she is muttering, she reveals her true form, turning into a werewolf as well. And as you got see, and then she starts making taking her claws and dragging them across her chest, as well as around the chest of Astral as well. Are you guys doing anything while she does this, or?
Do I recognize it as a ritual of some kind?
This
looks more like she's trying to mate with him.
Or maybe inducting him into her pack. I
No,
don't.
this was she said though, right? She said she wanted to replenish them. And she said this is
Yeah,
a
but-
new member.
With what she said before, you get the sense that it's some kind of ritual to that effect. And and slowly, about 5 minutes later, you see Astral's eyes shoot right open. They become bright yellow wolf eyes, and with a unearthly howl coming from his lips, he very rapidly turns into a werewolf with fur as black as night. At this point, he looks to. At this point, he turns to Zulika and almost like without a second thought, attempts to swipe at him. But this werewolf easily is able to dodge out of his blows. And then Zulika turns around and makes a very strong a bite on his ear. Astral flinches, pulls away, appears to calm down. His gaze calms down for a moment. Javelin. Amadei.
Hi.
Hey.
What happened?
Well,
What am...
you turned into a werewolf.
Oh, shit. Ugh. Why did I think roaming around in that wolf corpse was a good idea? That was a terrible idea.
I have no idea. You feeling better now?
So many thoughts swirling around in my head right now. It's like I'm fighting every instinct not to swipe you down. And as you can see, he's clenching his fists, and you can see blood coming from his hands as he's like resisting his base instincts right now.
Should we remove ourselves from this room then, to make it easier on him?
Not if he can still smell us.
I mean, he... Astral, would you be willing to go into a cage?
Make me a persuasion check.
Nope.
Cage me.
There are
Just so
kids.
you get a hold of yourself.
Yeah.
So you
Sort
don't
of
harm
animal.
us.
There's kids around. There are kids.
Kids.
Remember the ones you helped save? Please, just until you get a hold of yourself.
See, at this point, Astral's gotta make a wisdom saving throw. You're right. I will go. He just walks into one of the cages and just sits there, panting very heavily. He is of strong mind, that one. Zulika, as she stares, and she kind of gives a chuckle. He is a very strong mind. It is very difficult for one when they first receive the blessing of Mother Night to resist your base urges. You will make a fine member of the pack. Turns to you. I do agree with you. I do think it best for you to leave. The scent of all this, the scent of all the prey in the air, especially the younglings. To be frank, I'm surprised he isn't breaking down the barriers right now.
Okay. Thank you again for your help.
Kind of nods, and then reverts back to her humanoid form, and then just sits down in front of the cage, and just studying Astral. Amadeus
Yeah.
looks very silent throughout all of this.
Yeah, sorry, hold on.
Oh god, the werewolf's howling now.
Okay. Alright, so at
Now
So,
she's
at-
especially quiet.
at this point Astral starts making strange barking noises, and just
He's
very,
trying
con-
to
very,
find
very,
food.
con- very. His mind is very strained right now.
Okay, I think we
He's
should
Trying
leave.
to find his tree.
Yeah, okay, so all right, around this point, Amadeus looks around. Well, this is shitty. We're down one party member now.
I think you mean Alkeus, right?
Okay, okay, so we're down one party member.
Are we walking out? I mean, are we walking away as we're
Yeah,
talking?
you guys I'll say at around this point, yeah, you guys are walking.
We go back
Yeah,
to the entrance.
you guys are walking towards the front of the cave entrance at this point.
What's the time?
At around this point, it's about when Astral started changing. It was about 2 in the morning.
So it's still night.
Mm-hmm.
We have kids. with us, and it's still night.
Then we will wait until day breaks, and then we will move. But where will we go?
I mean, how long did we walk from the tower to here?
Not even like about an hour or two.
So if we made it at a brisk jog, do you think we could make it there quickly enough? And maybe
Not
squat
quickly.
in the tower?
I do have Hearth of Moonlight and Shadow now.
Okay, would you be okay? Hearth of Midnight, I got sort of sphere. Okay.
+5 bonus to whiz perception checks with my 24 passive. Sorry.
What is that, Devlin?
Yeah. So
Do you need anything? Does not need help.
Jason. So Devlin has a 24 passive perception that she has legitimately.
I'm assuming that's with observant.
Yeah.
Achieve no dexterity again.
I really like observant as a feat, especially for rogues.
Yeah, especially
You need to
because
make it over mobile.
I mean, I'm a detective, so it was a must.
She based her character off of Sherlock Holmes.
So I'm not really a fighter.
We definitely know that.
Yeah.
I make up for it by thinking outside the box, though, like throwing a wooden bowl of acid into the hag.
I mean, that's a really impressive feat considering the fact that the entire space is boxes. If you get what I mean.
Yeah.
All right. Well, anyway. Okay, so you're gonna take the Hearth of Moonlight and Shadow.
If we want to leave the cave, we can, and then I can do that.
So we move towards the tower with that. With you in the
We
center.
want to move back towards the town for sure.
Well, it's so the thing is with the Hearth of, it's not a equivalent to pass without trace. It's like an extra protection that you have whenever you take a short or long rest.
Yeah, no, I know that. So, because we can leave the cave, we can find a spot, and then I can cast it, is what I mean. So we're out of the cave, away from the freshly turned werewolf, is what I mean.
Okay.
Yeah, I know yeah.
Okay.
Or just meant we can, leave the cave, go find a different spot to, hunker down at with the kids, and she'll cast it.
Okay.
Okay.
Or I can cast it right here, but it's up to y'all.
I
prefer to get out of the cave.
Yeah, we should get out of the cave. At least out of Astral's smell.
While throughout you're talking this, you hear howling and growling from a very, very large and very angry sounding creature coming from within there.
Yeah, let's go ahead and leave.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so where do you guys go? There is the tower that you guys can go to. There is the village of Kresk that you guys haven't explored yet. There's the winery down below that you guys said you wanted to
Is-
help out
is
with.
this the
So,
winery,
I mean,
Huh?
we have.
or is this the winery?
I mean that was you guys. You guys don't necessarily have to do that. Em, you guys like originally made that deal as a favor to the Valakai's innkeep, to check on his family, um, and then you also have the that haunted keep that supposedly has another item that you guys can pick up on your with your fight against Strahd. So you have many options, but do keep in mind it is again 2 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, I think we should make our way. I don't know, maybe under the bridge or to the tower. I mean, we should hunker down somewhere like discreet.
Yeah, probably like right here. Not quite like on the road, but off of it. Still kind of close enough.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay. So you guys are heading to the bridge at this point.
Yes.
Okay. I will say that the kids are very much under distress after seeing Astral's transformation. And they are making a lot of noise.
And I'm doing my best to calm them down.
Okay. How are you calming them down? What do you say to them?
Just gently patting them on their heads, telling them that it's okay now, that they're safe, that we're going to get them to a safe place soon. So,
Okay. Okay. Go ahead and make me a persuasion check.
that's better.
16. Okay. So um with a very with lots of soothing, calming gestures, um pats on the head, some some motherly love, um especially considering that that there are one or two of them that are taller than you. So it's kind of
Because,
it,
yeah,
Small mum.
I'm a midget.
it's that are a little bit taller than you. So to see them being mothered pinned by someone being a little taller than them is kind of a
Funny.
an oddity, and they laugh a little bit, but and they calm down, and for all intents and purposes they have calmed down.
Okay. Phew.
All right.
Yeah.
So
By the way, I'm 4'5", so just so you know what height we're talking
Okay.
about.
Because I was gonna say like Amadeus
Like,
kind of
some of
short
the
at 5 foot, but
no, like some of the kids are like in their early teens. Like there are some that are like the youngest one is about 8 years old, and the oldest is like mid-teens.
But
dude,
yeah.
I was taller than her when I was in like 4th grade. No, 3rd, maybe even 2nd. I was like 4'5" is so short, man.
I mean, yeah, at the beginning I had 2 party members that were 6'4" or something. 6'3", 6'4", so yeah.
That's ridiculous.
You can imagine the difference in heights.
Mm-hmm.
Oh god. I thought it would
man.
be when like
Here's
in
the
a
thing.
different campaign I'm playing a 5 foot person. The next shortest person's already a foot taller than her.
To be fair,
I thought that was bad.
if you were a quadped, you'd probably be just as tall as him. I think you actually got the pun there.
Okay. Anyway,
Sorry, go on.
Moving on.
okay, so Okay, so so you guys are walking to the bridge with the kids. It would take you a little bit longer to get there. Are you guys trying to keep quiet, or are you just trying to get there as fast as possible? How are you going about getting there?
I would say a bit of both, maybe.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not
I
a
will.
really fast walk, like because we have to um, make sure that the kids stay with us. So maybe just a little bit faster than normal.
Okay.
Kind of keeping them in the middle,
Yeah.
Okay.
like we're herded around them.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me a couple of stealth checks.
Who?
Like, everyone. We'll do a group. We'll do a group stealth check.
Good.
Okay. Come on, LKS. Roll well.
Oof.
I think when we wake up, I'll be getting passed without trace.
All right. See, stealth. So, pass, fail. Okay. So you guys walk around. Walk to the bridge. Okay. 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 Okay, so with that stealth, you see that as you guys reach reach the bridge, you guys see what looks to be very large groups of bats that are currently encircling the bridge.
Oh.
Um, However, all of you are able to quickly dive down underneath the bridge, and are able to avoid them without any issue. As with Draco's stealth, it was able to break the tie. Okay, so you guys are currently huddled down underneath the bridge. It took you about half an hour to get there. Where do you guys go from here? It's 3 o'clock in the morning.
I think we should stay here under the bridge, hidden, out of sight.
That'd probably be the best.
Okay.
And then she'll go ahead and cast Hearth of Moonlight in Shadow.
Okay. Okay. So, with that in mind, are you guys still going to? Are you going to trust in her spell, or are you going to still have watches, or?
I think we should
Yeah,
still
we
have
still have
watches because we
watches.
have kids with us. We need to be
Yeah.
extra careful.
Okay.
I'm gonna take first watch because I haven't in the cave.
Okay. All right, and I will say your rest was unfortunately interrupted while you guys were in the cave, so you would have to start over with the short rest. So, it will be about 10 o'clock by the time the short rest is over.
Long rest.
After the long rest is over.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Then just take the shifts in turns and 2 hours each.
Okay.
And
Or should we take sh 2 shifts, like two of us on one shift, I mean, for 4 hours.
I don't think that's necessary.
I mean, I'm more worried about the kids. So with one of us, just one of us on the watch.
There should be enough. The kids will also sleep if you're worried that they will run off. And since we are in the sphere, it should be okay.
Okay.
Okay, so. All right, so you cast your spell, Amade. What does the spell look like? Is it like a what does it look like?
Almost like when she casts it. I don't know if you've ever been under like the water when like the sunlight hits. It gets kind of reflected and like clear. Kind of looks like that. And it
Like
just seems to sprout from her hand and just go up and then kind of curve over into a dome and come down.
So kind of like when you're in like underneath, like when you're looking at an aquarium from the bottom.
Yes.
That water background effect. Oh, that's cool. So, all right. So you cast your spell, and all throughout the bridge, this eerie water rippling effect just dances around the ceiling, the underneath the bridge from the water below. All the kids ooh and ah at the sight of it, but then quickly pass out as they have had a very, very long day.
Okay.
So who's taking first watch?
I am.
Okay. With your passive perception, you don't notice anything. Who's taking second watch?
Whoever she wakes up.
Okay, who are you waking up, Devlin?
I don't know. Chaos.
Okay. Chaos wakes up.
Sorry.
She has a +5.
With the so it's an 11.
Still, that's a critical fail. Yeah. With yeah, so his watch goes past without incident, as through Dracos's, as through Amade's. As you guys wake up and find that Alcaeus completely fell asleep on watch.
Oops.
Didn't wake up anyone.
Yeah, so all of you had a great night's sleep. Thankfully,
Nothing happened.
thankfully nothing happened. Mainly thanks to the Hearth and Moonlight, the Hearth of Moonlight and Shadow. If that wasn't there, you guys would have probably had to fight something. But you guys wake up. You gained everything from the long rest. It is morning. It is around 9 o'clock at this point. Not a lot of birds. No. Typical dull gray morning. Heavily clouded. The occasional howl of a wolf. What do you guys do as the children all wake up? And a couple of them start complaining that they're hungry.
I have a few rations we can divide between the kids, and then I think we should go straight for the village.
Which village?
Kresk or
Valaki. Valaki, I think. Because we know that it's somewhat safe. And we haven't been to Crest yet.
It? Yeah, how far is it?
The straight there, it's about 4 miles, but It's about a 5-mile walk.
And it'd probably be best to get them into town instead of trying to go and do something else with them.
Yeah, I mean, we don't know that Crest village, what's there. I mean, it could be completely populated with zombies. It could be dangerous, like, but we know that the village is safe. Or at least as safe as it can be in this area.
Well, out of the game, do we want to, now that we get rid of one of the dropped players, do we want to also get rid of Alkeus?
Wow, guys. I know I need to be careful if I ever try to drop out this game.
If it makes sense within the narrative, it made sense in the narrative with Astral, but you gotta come up with a creative solution to get rid of Alcaeus.
Well, Alkeus has two options, but I'm telling the court you have to play with him, and he will just be an addition to the group. And for us, it's like a free NPC, but I don't think there's a need. And if he has two options, he can either visit the winery while we have all the kids and go to the town, or he can escort the kids, but I don't think they will
I think that
leave Nala.
Alcaeus would prefer going straight to the ruins, because he was obsessed with them. So maybe we
So
can
we
send him
could
ahead.
Convince him to give us the sword. And
Maybe
send
I
him
can-
to the ruins. Is that it?
Well, the sword
Maybe-
is useless without him because there's nobody who can use it.
Yeah, no one else. Well, Dracos can, but due to obvious limitations that you guys now know, it would not be in the best interest of him to wield that sword.
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, but I mean, I am proficient in short swords, but yeah, and long swords, but I'm not using them.
So potentially you could use it in an emergency. But,
Yeah,
You have no dex.
yeah, and no strength. I have a -1 to strength.
Well, the good thing is that the blade is actually sunlight, so it can't weigh too much, can it?
Yeah,
uh,
I can try. If we manage to persuade Alcaeus to go to the ruins, maybe I can try swiping it from him.
Oh, I love it.
since within the narrative. Okay, well first, Alcaeus starts. Well, we're wasting daylight. Might as well get a move on and bring these kids back to Valaki.
Okay,
What? Why are you staring at me like that?
nothing.
Crickets.
When the team plots to murder you without you knowing. Sorry.
When the party becomes a party of murder hobos.
Right.
It's a blade to kill Strahd. We need it.
Yeah. Oh my god.
We're terrible people.
I mean, to be fair, yeah, Alcaeus is kind of a dick.
Or maybe Alcaeus could go towards the ruins but meets an unfortunate accident and our newest party member comes across his dead
Yeah.
body and grabs the
Don't
sword.
let that so much.
Yeah, okay, sorry. Just idea.
I'm coming up with a narrative here.
No, what I was
There's the
just thinking
Sherlock
earlier-
Holmes coming out in her. She's the Sherlock Holmes coming out in her.
It's like Okay, it's like. Did you say all that out loud?
No,
No.
I was doing this in my. I was doing this all in my mind palace.
Okay. All right.
Oh.
Okay, so how are you? So what do you say to Alkea?
But we will go to Valakai. That's it. But I was just trying to remind him
No,
that
yeah, idea. Okay.
he
Hope-
made a promise to that innkeeper that he will check the
The
winery.
winery, yeah. And and
Alrighty,
Devon
hey,
is
hey,
going
guys,
to
listen,
heckle
listen,
him a bit.
guys, listen. All these kids were a very sudden need, and I've I have made my deal to Barros, I believe his name it was. Name of the innkeep.
Let me check quickly. I think
His name.
Irwin. So. Let me see.
Irwin.
Irwin, yeah.
I made a promise to Irwin check in on his family. Now I'm much stealthier by myself than with all of you. So I'll go over there, check on the family, see specifically what's going on, and then come meet you back in Valak.
Okay. But I'm looking at him doubtfully because he's failed the last couple of stealth checks.
Hey. Don't look at me like that. It's because you guys were weighing me down.
Of course we did.
Sure.
Hope you had a nice sleep.
Is he in his ninja outfit?
Huh? Yes, he's in his ninja outfit. Yeah, he. Make me an insight check.
Can I do it?
You're talking with him. Make me an insight check. So, as you mention him falling asleep during his shift, his mask covers most of his face, but his face gets red from embarrassment. Like he tries to hide it. He tries to hide it, but he's not very
Happy with himself.
happy with himself about that. All right, but I'm sure you'll be fine without me. I have quite the capable team. And hey, I'll be right back.
See you later.
And then he goes back. Drops
don't die.
drops a smoke bomb for additional effect and disappears.
And
When
I
the
can.
great eagle grabs him, he dies.
Exactly.
Can I try to get the sword from him just as the smoke starts coming from the bump on the floor?
Oh, well, first let me roll a stealth check for him to see if he
Notices me?
to see if you notice him stealthing away.
I mean, 24 passive perception?
I mean, he has a +7 to stealth. He might have been able to evade your stealth. But no,
I have eagle eyes. Okay.
He has a +7 to stealth. It was a slim chance, but it was a chance.
I have a +7 to stealth too.
Alright, well. Okay. Go ahead and roll
Sleight of hand.
a sleight of hand check.
Okay.
Oh, we get another good sleight of hand.
Please.
No, isn't it?
And with his passive perception, yeah, he noted. Yeah, 15 passive perception.
He notices.
Oh goodness.
Drop. You drop something, Devlin?
No, not really.
What gives? What gives?
Well, I mean, if you're going away and if anything happens to you and we don't find you and we find you dead, how are we going to defeat Strahd then if we don't have the sword?
I'll be fine. I'm as stealthy as you are.
I mean, I noticed you when you tried to stealth away.
Well, you have the eyes of a goddess.
Yes, but I still noticed you. Don't worry, Dr. J. Dr. Evil, we always bicker. We always fight with each other, so...
Draco.
No, I'm talking to the new guy.
Nah, I get it. I get the shenanigans that go on D&D games.
Yeah,
I'll just let you continue.
yeah, no, I'll bring your character in. Just we gotta role play this out.
It's okay. I'm not bothered. Take your time.
Okay. All right. So, at this point, he glares at you.
Look,
It's for safety measures.
look, really,
In
if
case
anything
something does happen.
if anything does happen to you, how are we going to destroy Strahd then? If someone manages to get the sword away from you, maybe, or even if Strahd manages to kill you while you're alone and gets the sword.
Didn't even get to you, damn thing. He goes and he tosses it too.
Thank you. I am sorry.
I have my silver sword. That vamp.
Okay, I'm going to
That-
delete
if
that from
vamp-
my
if
inventory
that
then.
if that vampire does come, I'll make sure he remembers me this time.
Okay, we'll
and
see you later.
Then he once again disappears.
Be careful.
Please don't die.
Yeah, make sure you stealth correctly. I'm so sorry, I couldn't help myself.
Don't fall asleep.
With a 2 to stealth.
I can still see you.
He holds up the bird behind him as he walks past. Okay, and then he disappears south, deeper into the Savalich woods, checking in on the winery. A lot of the kids are still coughing from that smoke bomb that he produced. Some of the other kids was like, "Whoa, that was so cool!"
Yeah, he's a real ninja.
Where do we go?
We're going to Valakit, the village.
One of the kid the kid that was originally from Daggerford goes up to you. Will we be safe here? I'm terrified.
Valakit is one of the safest villages in this area.
Werewolves won't come.
They won't. Zuleika promised us that they won't come.
With that, she gives you a big hug.
Aww.
Save me.
Sorry, I didn't catch that. You were interrupting.
You saved me. Thank you.
Anytime.
So I'll get even you, Dracos, you get a little bit of warm and fuzzy feeling from that. From your normally dark demeanor. All right, so you guys start making the tread back to Velaki. Um, it is at around this point right here,
Yeah.
where the mist once again begins to diverge around your area.
Oh no.
That the thick wall of mist.
Amade, can you
that
quickly
quickly
cast
disappears.
can you quickly cast pass without a trace so that maybe the mist they won't see us?
Yeah, she'll go ahead and cast that. She would have switched her stuff out
Okay.
in the morning.
Okay.
Give me 1 second.
Hello, everyone is quiet.
I know, I got worried like that something was wrong with my headphones first.
Okay.
Yeah, same.
I was just playing for suspense.
Okay, so so each creature you choose within 30 feet of you. So yeah, that would be including the children as well. Go ahead and roll me stealth checks. Okay.
No, I'm the one with the best stealth. 19.
So 31, 19, 18. But yeah, 18, and I'll say for the kids.
16.
Not too bad. As you all quickly hide behind the bushes. Draco's stumbling a little bit in his heavy armor, but is able to find a tree to hide behind. And I will say that the first thing that the three of you notice is a bright light coming from behind the fog, or coming from deep within the fog. It is a bright yellow light, and as you guys see it, it seems to not completely but partially drive the fog away somewhat. The next thing that hits you is warmth. It's
been a
Dracos,
while.
You get very uncomfortable, but it's not true sunlight, so you are fine. But Devlin and Amade, like, this warmth is like fresh air, in fresh air coming to your lungs after diving in a deep pool of water for a long time.
That does nothing for Amade.
She can go to the bottom of it. She's fine with breathing.
Nevertheless, it is
Maybe getting outside after a long winter.
bad analogy for you, Amade.
Sorry.
Bad analogy, but anyway, it is aside from when the few of you were up top when the sun when the sun sword appeared for the first time. It's the first legitimate pseudo sunlight that you guys have felt for a long time. And as you as you see this ball of light closer, uh, running from hot sands to cool ocean water.
There we
Yeah.
go.
There we go.
Nice.
That makes sense. You see a large armored figure, um, a large armored figure holding up what looks to be a bright uh, a bright shield in one hand, just trying to blot out the fog. Um, Jason, will you please describe your character? As you
Yes.
as you have walked through the mist as as you were driven to by Lathander. Uh, you found this wall, and without hesitation, you walked through it. It looked like a literal wall of fog that was 40 feet tall and looked like bright and looked like for lack of better words, a literal wall of fog that never moved, just stayed there. Walked through it. You felt this almost draining feel on your body, as if you've walked for miles upon miles in your heavy armor without rest as you walk through. And you hear weird sounds coming from within the fog. And one moment it's the howl of a wolf-like creature. The next is like this snarling sound. And before long, you find yourself on top on a very basic dirt path, surrounded by a dense trees. Many of them half dead. As you find yourself within this very cold, mountainous forest region. Please describe your character. I apologize for interrupting.
No, it's okay. It's okay. Well, just for the visual, you can see my token, and yeah, it is. It is rather alike a fully armored figure, helmet included, chainmail style armor, and to give you the dimensions, sizes. So, about a 5'9" humanoid, as I say, wearing full chainmail armor with a helmet, just forcing their way through a dense fog where it seemed like even they couldn't see what was at the end of this ordeal. And as they finally get out of it, you could actually feel them kinda taking deep breaths after the struggle. Ugh.
Do you have any do you have any like a coat of arms markings on your
I
shield?
do,
Or...
yes. Okay. On my shield, I have a sigil that represents which appears to be like a road traveling into a sunshine, and that's on the face of my shield. But also, I also have a I also have a necklace in that same fashion.
Okay.
But yeah, there you go. Unfortunately, with the helmet on, you can't really get much of a facial features.
Would I recognize the sigil?
Go ahead and actually you have the sun, the wandering path into a sunset. You have, surprisingly enough, all of you have seen this sigil in one form or another. Specifically with the priesthood, specifically in the priesthood back in Valaki with the priest. He was a worshipper of Lathander, or as they called him, the Morning Lord.
So was
The so
Mo-
So is
Valak
Valak.
was also worshiper.
yeah, so they had
Paladin of
so,
all kids.
yeah, so you know Lathander as the god of dawn, creativity, renewal, birth, spring, self-protection, perfection, that kind of thing, light, etc., etc.
Is there a somewhat recognized greeting between for paladins of this order? Or
So he doesn't attack.
yeah.
Strange people popping up out of the shadows.
Stop right there, criminal scum. Sorry, go on.
You would make me a religion check.
Okay. 12?
Yeah, you would. So like, so it wouldn't be there's you wouldn't really know of any between you wouldn't really know of any greetings between like paladins per se, but like you now that you like seen it enough, you know that there were a couple of worshippers of Lathander back in Waterdeep, and know that like the basic worshippers like the priest would say like may the morning Lord shine upon you. May may Lathander light your path. That kind of stuff. Um, like there's like that. Those were like mostly greetings that like priests of Lathander would give to followers. That kind of thing.
Okay, so I'm going to look at Amade and Dracos and move out onto the path, waving my hand cautiously and saying, "May the morning Lord shine upon you, stranger."
Okay, so
While showing both my hands that I am unarmed. Like,
okay, so Divine Wanderer, you see at least one figure, Dracos, Amade. You walk forward as well.
I'm gonna stay back for the moment.
Amade's going to go ahead and when Devlin looked at her, she like looking at her like kind of step out with me or like wait to see what happens. kind of look?
wait to see what happens.
Okay.
Because we have kids to worry about, right?
Yeah. So at her look, she's just kind of going to make sure she's like in front of the kids, but not move out.
Okay, so Divine Wanderer, you notice as you readjust to the gloom, as you finally reaching the end of the fog, you see a very short woman peer out from the side of the path, both hands of the air, and saying a very basic a very basic greeting between followers of Lathan. Devlin, would you please describe your character?
What you see in front of you is a very, very short woman with brown hair under a dark blue cape. with brown eyes. She's wearing a Waterdeep Waterdavian City Watch armor, which is dark blue in color, and where she's wearing a bow on her back and a rapier and another weird hilt on her waist, on her belt.
Okay. Well, nice looking character, but into the roleplay. Well, as I say, just trying to recover from this exhaustion. Hey. Well then, the kind of greeting I don't hear much on the road, and I'll just slowly start walking up. Getting more closer, and despite the fact that I'm actually being stretching my arms as I do so, you can actually, you probably see around my waist where I probably have a weapon or something, and realize I have nothing there at all.
Sorry.
So it looks like I'm completely unarmed myself. But as I approach, well, I'm glad to have found someone after getting through that fog. One trial done. Right.
May I ask about where you just come from?
Yes, in fact. So I was actually on, well, well, recently I've been at the Soul Coast doing my journeying until I gained a vision of glowing red eyes and people who needed my help. And thinking about it now, a short woman in blue clothes. Yes, you're one of the people I saw from my vision.
Oh, that's kind of nice.
was-
Sorry.
No, it's okay. It's okay. Feel free to say what you want.
It appears you've come from the same plane as we did. Well, most of us anyway. I am from Waterdeep myself. And this here is the plane of Barovia, the plane that a vampire called Strahd rules over, that we're trying to destroy. The vampire, not the plane.
Seems like things are a lot gloomier than I first thought. So, well, I suppose I have my work cut out for me for my journeys.
I'm just happy you came upon us instead of upon Strahd.
Well, if it's a vampire you're talking about, I highly doubt I'd have business with any vampire, much less. But
Well, he's kind of indestructible, from what we've learned.
that does put a bit of holes in that. But
Yeah.
either way, I doubt a vampire would make a good friend with me. But
Also, one of our party members is a vampire, but he is against Strahd, so he's one of the good ones. Just telling this in advance. He's helped us a lot since we've met him.
I suppose that a bit awkward, but I shall take your word on it.
Thank you.
If Lathander shows me that you're you're good people that need my help, why should I turn you down?
I appreciate it very much. Thank you.
That's great. Well, I should keep the mystery out of the way. You may call me. So I've got my character sheet so small so I can still see map, and I'm having to jump between. You may know me as Harith, one of one of her loyal paladins. And I suppose that where I go next is where you guys do. I suppose I'll learn along the way.
We are actually on our way back to one of the safest towns in this area. We've just rescued some kids from a werewolf lair and we're bringing them to town so they can be safe.
And looking behind Devlin, you see about 10 kids all huddled behind this woman in light blue skin. Amadei, please describe your character.
Okay, so standing in front of them at 5 foot, she has almost like teal colored skin, a shade of blue slightly darker than that for hair. That seems to almost be floating like in water. Caribbean blue eyes. She's wearing a tan leather halter top, and a light blue skirt that opens on the sides all the way down. That stops about mid calf, but she does have tan leather leggings underneath it. And she is covered in tattoos of sea creatures and land animals. And you see her on her back a quarterstaff, and she's just kind of watching you.
Are the tattoos of all the creatures she can transform into?
Yeah.
Cool.
So you see this pale blue woman very studying you cautiously, keeping herself in front of the children. You can see that both of them. Go ahead and make me an insight check.
I
Gareth.
will do. A 16 for you.
All right, so you get the sense that from what these two women are telling you, trust is difficult to earn here. You can see that they have been through a lot. Nothing is as it seems here. So right now they look to be expecting the worst, even with your armor, even with the armor and reassurances that brings.
Well, it feels like you've gone through a lot already, so the first priority should be getting to safety, which I'm sure you'd agree with.
Yeah.
And in that case, we shouldn't dawdle any longer. If we have a night, if we take the if we go. Sorry,
It's still getting into character. It's fine.
yeah, it's like yeah. If we just get on our way quickly get to safety. I'm sure I'll understand everything once I get there.
Yeah, we can't really talk about everything out in the open. And can I just say this in advance that if can Devlin always be on the lookout for Strahd's spies like ravens and bats and such, just in case they are listening in on them? Would that be possible?
With your well, passive perception doesn't necessarily mean you have like 360 degree vision. But yeah,
Yeah. I'm always on the cautious side while we're walking, talking, anything.
Yeah, and I
Just to make a point, being cautious is not passive perception, but active perception. There's a little difference.
yeah.
But if you're not looking and you see something running behind you, just a shadow, and that's passive perception.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's just say that while we're talking, I'm going to be actively looking for stuff, but passively while we're
All right, yeah,
walking
go
and
ahead.
stuff.
Yeah, go ahead and roll me a perception check.
Okay. Sorry, ticked twice, I think. I did not. Okay.
I've only seen one result.
Yeah, it rolled twice for me, but so I was bit weirded out.
Okay. So as you are talking, you do as you are talking, you do notice that there is a crow, a raven nearby that seems that's been sitting on a nearby tree and hasn't moved since you guys first began.
Yeah, thank God I mentioned that he's indestructible and that I have not mentioned a weapon. That's me in my mindscape, not out loud. Yeah, and I say to the others, yeah, I think we should move out of here. There are ears and eyes everywhere.
We should make haste then. Which road do we need to take?
Just over here. This one.
Excellent. And being pointed out that I need to go this way. Harith will start going in that direction.
And as you guys are talking, you see the fog behind you, Harith, begin to disappear, revealing a path behind you that you've never noticed before.
Yeah, that's how we came here through the fog. It's Strahd's doing.
At least you were walking. I thought I got lost on top of
on a boat, yeah. Well, we were actually we were looking for werewolves. We see missing kids and werewolves that kidnapped them, so we just went straight through the mist and found ourselves here. But yeah, we should probably move out of the open area.
And she's gonna kind of step forward a little bit and just kind of, and you promise you mean no harm to our other companion. In reference to the fact that, like, Devlin said that we also have a vampire traveling with us. In reference.
Yeah.
Well, if he'd come a few hours before, we'd also have a werewolf with. Yeah, but we don't have him anymore. I'm looking sad.
It's Lavander's wish, saying that I need to support you. I have no qualms to go against that. Even if one of you might be a vampire, which I still have to admit that is surprising. But I'm sure she has her reasons.
Thank you. We very much appreciate it.
Holiday will kind of turn around where she last saw
You know him. You know him as a. Is it Dracos or Dracos?
Dracos.
Dracos.
You know, yeah, you now, he did identify himself as Dracos.
Okay. She'll kind of look back where Draco's last was and kind of like.
You can use Kurt. It's okay.
That's just what I remembered. I was like, wait, I thought it was Kurt.
But
It's
he had-
Kurt
he
is
had-
his hunter
he
name.
He went by an alias. An alias?
Yeah, Kurt
Yeah,
is
his alias was Kurt.
Kurt
but
is
his
his
true-
hunter name,
his-
if I remember correctly. So
Yeah,
it's okay
but
by
his
to call
true name,
to
his
call
true name
him.
is his true last name at least is Dracos.
Cool. Yeah. So she'll kind of look where he last was and kind of like tilt her head, like, "Come on."
Come on, it's okay. We
You-
won't
you
hurt
shy
you.
guy.
We won't hurt you. Like.
It's okay.
Okay.
He won't hurt you.
so
You can
if-
come out.
if you are coming,
Yeah.
if you are coming out, Dracos, please describe your character.
Sorry.
Yeah,
I-
I'm so
I'm expecting
sorry.
as my token, all in black with the brim hat and silver long sword on my back,
Okay.
and I'm 6'3", thin by build, but long, and apparently strong. And as Devlin already told, I'm also vampire.
Yeah, he's from what you see, Harry. You see that he has very pale skin. But right now he doesn't appear to have red eyes.
I mean, I'll keep those facts in mind, but as I'm eager to get to this safety, following this path pointed out to me, I'm just going to go down the path.
Let's go. Come on, kids. We're going.
Who was that?
That's a paladin
That-
of the Morning Lord. He's like a knight in shining armor.
Paladin?
He's like a knight in shining armor. Like his order protects people, protects kids like you, so that they're safe.
Why doesn't he have a sword?
He might not use a sword to fight. Like I don't use a sword to fight. I use my bow.
He kills with his conviction alone.
Am I doing something wrong here?
No, I'm just having laughs. I'm just having small jokes in between whenever I can.
Okay.
Don't you have any visible weapon on you?
I don't. Just my shield, which is on my left arm.
Do you use weapons at all? She's asking that in like game.
In the game.
Yeah, that's in the that question was in the game.
Yep. I do. Although I have no need for my weapon at this moment.
Huh.
Maybe he's like you and uses magic.
More than likely.
Yeah, okay. Anyway, we should go out of the open. There are eyes upon us.
Okay, and we still have Pass Without a Trace. So I think it lasts for like an hour. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you guys do at least.
No,
Yeah,
if you're within 30 feet of me.
Whenever you
Oh,
You have to
whichever
designate
creature
when
you
you
choose.
cast.
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
each you choose. So yeah, the big bulky paladin. So
Which is my first roll of 1 in the game. That's a 0.
Oh no! Well, I mean, you do have that shiny shield, that's shining. That light, right?
You're just whistling as you walk.
I'm
It's not even that. It's just Harif knows that it's just never going to be selfish, so he's just not
I mean,
trying.
I'm sorry if
Well,
this is
you
going to
tried.
be weird, but all I'm imagining from Harif right now, the character that I'm imagining is the knight from the Monty Python movie. So
Mhm. With coconut.
Nice one. Like a flesh wound.
yeah, that one. I'm imagining that one.
That's the Black Knight.
The white one. I'm imagining the white one.
The
I think that's Arthur. I don't know.
it's
I haven't
taken
watched the
of
movie.
Camelot, yeah.
I haven't
I
watched
haven't
it
watched
yet.
All right. Anyway, so you got all right. So you guys begin to walk down. Um, it's it is still very much. Why isn't the music playing?
I'm hearing rain.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm hearing
Okay.
that too.
All right. So
So
okay. So you guys walk through. Okay.
Yep, walking on. Yep.
All right. So okay. So Harith, for your benefit, as you as you are walking through, you see that this that this is a very uh, very dismal looking. First thing that you notice is that it's quite cold here. You can see to the south and to the north, to the south and to the north of you are these very tall, high-reaching mountains um, that seem to go off a very large, very long piece. Um, very, very distant up in front of you, you can see what looks to be a castle that's a castle that's swarmed with mist. Um, all the forests around are very old, and half of them are dead, barely have any leaves on. You hear the occasional moaning and groaning of something in the far distance. You hear the occasional howl of a wolf. Um, and the most glaring thing is that
Alright.
there is no sunlight.
Just so you know, you're starting to cut out on me.
Oh. Hello, 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 hello,
Hello?
hello.
hello. Can you hear me?
Okay.
I can.
It seems to be getting better now. Okay.
Okay. How about now?
Better.
But for me, it's normal. There wasn't a problem yet.
Okay. So anyway, as I was saying, but the thing that strikes you as most wrong within this area, yeah, wrong is a good word, is that there's no sunlight. There is solid cloud cover. Solid cloud cover, allowing allowing no sun to shine through. And very faint in the distance, you can also see more walls of fog, seemingly surrounding this whole area as you walk through it. Okay. So,
Yep, I'm still here.
okay, so um, as you guys walk down this path, an hour or two passes. Um, nothing. The hostiles leave you alone for this moment. Nothing messes with you as you guys walk down. And eventually, you guys reach the town of Balaki. Okay, and all right, and then Harith. Once again, for your benefit, you see that that this old road meanders into a valley. Um, the woods eventually recede, revealing a sullen mountain berg surrounded by a wooden palisade. There is even this late in the morning. At this point, it's around 10, 11 o'clock. There is thick fog that presses up against this wall. There is as if looking for a way inside, trying to infiltrate this town. There is the dirt road ends at a set of sturdy iron gates with a pair of shadowy figures standing behind them.
Okay, you're cutting out on me a lot again now. I don't.
Can you guys? I'm talking loudly. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
can. I
Just to
can.
me,
I
you sound
hear.
very robotic.
Then maybe it's your connection.
The thing is, it says my connection's perfectly fine. Just give me a moment. Okay.
Testing, testing. 1, 2. She sells seashells by the seashore.
Yeah, I can hear.
Okay.
Yeah,
You sound okay to
very
me.
robotic to me for some odd reason.
I don't have a voice changer on, so it's not that. Is it just me that sounds weird to you?
You're sounding normal, at least to me.
Sounds. Yeah, same here.
Yeah, it's must be my end because you lot are sounding so as well. Just give me a moment then. Wait a minute, what? Okay, I think I got an idea what the problem might be. I'm just gonna have to rejoin the Roll20 again.
Is maybe
Is
voice
it like you need to restart your microphone setup? Microphone and speaker setup?
It shouldn't be my headphones because well, I'm using a headset and it's not really had any problems with it. Anyway,
Maybe
I just checked my
you-
task manager
you
and it's
have-
just having these problems.
Have you
minute, I'm just gonna
disabled the
restart this.
voice on Roll20?
Amadeus talk is again on the microphone.
Wait, you heard a dog from my end?
Well,
All right. Testing. 1, 2. Do I still sound like a robot?
Sound
it
definitely
was
sound.
just like last week's empty.
As I said, sounding a lot better.
A lot what? Hello?
Hello.
Okay. I'm not. Okay. This is awkward. So I don't know. I don't know why it's just suddenly done this all of a sudden.
Maybe try unplugging your setup and plugging it back in. It might not be connected in all the way, and you're only getting partial signal.
I didn't get any word you said there. Fortunately.
I'll type it in.
Reconnect your headset.
Yeah, reconnect. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. How about now? We good? Hello, hello, hello.
Yo.
Hey.
If he disconnected his headset, might
Oh
take
yeah.
a moment to reconnect.
So, how y'all doing?
Doing fine.
My cat's trying to pick a
mid-session.
fight with my dog.
Oh no.
Mid-session update.
Yeah.
That's my mid-session update. My cat's trying to fight my dog.
Sorry, I am the one. Can you just?
It's all good, man. If you can hear me.
Well, you're definitely sounding a lot better to me now.
Okay, so yeah, it might have been your headset wasn't connected all the way to your computer, like it was partially hanging loose.
No, as I said, it shouldn't be my headset. Usually, when you get robotic voices, it has to do with your internet connection.
Yeah.
Well, we can power. Maybe we can power through this, and if it's power through this, and if it's still an issue, maybe restart your router.
Or you can just try to change Discord server.
Like, make a new server.
No, on the Discord settings, because you're the admin of this Discord, you can change the server that we're using in the settings.
Server settings. Oh,
Yeah.
like change the region, maybe.
That's correct.
Okay. Well, maybe if the region is closer to where you are, it might be better.
But then again, you're in the United States, I am in Turkey, so
Yeah. Well,
since we don't have a problem, I don't think that's the issue.
I mean, well, it wouldn't hurt to try. Jason, if you don't mind me asking, where are you from, so I can pinpoint the server region.
Can you hear?
Hello, Dr. Jason Evil.
Are you? It's his Discord connection. He just said
Okay.
robotic again.
All right. All right.
Okay, there we go. It's definitely. Well, it's
Okay.
definitely saying that my connection's a lot better again.
Okay. So, can you hear us?
Hello.
Hello.
Hey. Did we just lose him again?
All right. All right. Okay.
And is it
I'm
only
changing.
me that's having this issue?
I mean, it's gone robotic a few seconds, but not like full on. I can't understand him. UK.
Okay. Okay. UK. So that. Okay. Okay. Let's try Europe.
Come closer.
I thought
Okay. Well, I'm not getting any now.
But can you hear us?
All right.
Yeah.
All right, everyone.
disconnect and
then
reconnect.
Reconnect so we can get in the new server.
Okay.
Okay. Hello?
Hello.
Hello.
How's that?
Yeah.
Okay. Better?
I'm not getting I'm not getting the problem. Why? What was the region originally set to?
But it was it was because I'm the owner. It's normally set to U.S. East. I changed it to Europe.
Huh.
Yeah.
That's odd because I don't usually have an issue with US East. Not sure what happened there.
Well, it worked.
Yay!
Yeah. Sorry about that, guys.
No problem.
Okay, so
That's cool.
everyone else can hear me fine now.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so all right, so to continue, I was in the middle of describing Valaki. I was in the middle of describing Malaki to Harith. So, okay, so the old road meanders into a valley watched over by dark, brooding mountains to the north and south. The woods recede, revealing a sullen mountain berg surrounded by wooden palisade. There is thick fog that press up against this wall, as if though it's trying to find a way inside, hoping to infiltrate the town. The dirt road ends at a set of sturdy iron gates with a pair of shadowy figures standing between them. Planted in the ground, and flanking the road outside the gates are half a dozen pikes with what looks to be old representations old representations of suns impaled on them. You guys approach the town from this side. If you guys can
Yep.
put your character tokens. You are not a 50-foot giant, so we gotta shrink you down to size.
That is true. Yeah. Okay.
Neither are you, Dracos.
Well, I could just drag my token in, so I didn't get to control how big it was, but yeah.
No, this is. Alright.
Ooh.
Okay, there we go. Okay, so you approach the gate. Uh no. There we go. You approach the town. The gate is currently open. Wait. Halt! You see two guards approach from either side, holding pikes barring your way in. Halt! State your business.
Hi, I'm Devlin. We're back with kids. We saved some
Devlin.
kids.
Devlin, you've returned.
Yeah, we're here. We're back.
Where's the rest of your party?
Well, one of them we lost, and the other went his own way.
Sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
Can you vouch for the rest of your party?
Yes, I can.
Alright.
This here is Kurt, and he helped us destroy the werewolf.
I
Claire?
was in the town before they have seen me.
I was gonna say
yes,
they've
we've
seen us too.
Yes, it's only
That
To
they have-
date.
it's only Hedith that they are unfamiliar with.
Oh, okay. Well, this is Harith, and he's the newest of our pack. And I say to myself, like quietly, but still being heard, we seem to change people a lot. Anyway, we saved some kids.
Oh, that's definitely a welcome change of pace. I no idea where you'll put them, but it, go on in.
Thank you.
Alright. Alright, so, you enter you, approach the town. And Hereth, you notice that, this town is is very old and very worn. Not quite decrepit, but you can see on on several of the roofs there's like a lot of leaky holes. A lot of broken walls. Um, you can see that the people that are around here, um, all of them kind of like Dracos. They are very, very pale skinned, like so pale to the point of their skin being almost blue. Uh, you see, you see several commoners moving back and forth, trying to carve a decent living out of whatever this hellhole is. Um, and surprising to you, as you walk further in, you notice that this building right here, this orange one, you see that up top it appears to be a chapel. And as you walk closer to it, you feel you feel a faint divine energy coming from it, and you know that to some shape and capacity, Lathander is within this place. As you walk closer, you see the symbol of Lathander, the wandering path to the shining sun, very faint and almost completely broken off, but they're there nonetheless. Right. As as you guys get closer to this chapel, um, Devlin, make me actually no, Amade and Devlin, make me a perception check.
Okay.
Okay. That is 25.
20.
Okay. Okay. All right. So both of you notice that as you get closer to the temple, you notice that the kid with the Amade zombie doll,
The werewolf kid.
yeah, the werewolf kid that you guys know as the werewolf kid, as you guys get closer, he begins to wince slightly, and then closer he gets in, he gasps in pain, and then walks backwards really, really quickly.
Didn't we decide to leave that kid? Did we bring that kid with us?
You guys,
I thought we did because he was one of the original ones, wasn't he? That you were looking for,
no,
Devlin.
No.
but he wasn't
wasn't.
one of the original, but he is from Faerun. He is from Faerun, just from a different town.
Yeah.
Also, maybe from a different time.
Well, let me see where we're from.
Different
I think
town,
he's
potentially
from
different time as well.
Liam's hold, I think you said, yeah.
Yes, Liam's hold.
That's near Waterdeep.
Mhm.
Okay.
So
And he has another zombie.
that bright light, it hurts.
Oh no. Stay here. Stay a little bit back. I'll stay with you, okay? Amade, do you think the priests inside would know how to help him?
He should.
Okay, I'm gonna stay with him. Okay, while you take the other kids inside, so that he's not alone.
Okay. All right, so she'll go ahead and herd the other kids into the church looking for the priest.
And me, I'm going to walk with the kid that's hurt, a little backwards, so that until he's not feeling uncomfortable anymore.
Okay, so yeah, as you guys walk away from the church, he does visibly relax.
Sorry about that. Didn't expect that to happen.
That hurt. Ow. Why would the bright light? Why would that light hurt?
Well, do I know he's a werewolf? Does he know he's a werewolf?
Yeah, he's aware that he's aware that he's a werewolf.
Okay.
Well, from what the other werewolf has told you.
Okay. Well, it might have to do with you being what you are at the moment. Maybe that's why it hurts.
And he.
I'm not.
Kinda-
I'm not mentioning what he's afflicted with, because I'm aware of ears in the village.
Okay. He gives like a kind of like a growl, like a puppy would, and then he
Yeah,
kind of
I
like
know.
shakes himself, and then
It sucks.
then
I know.
hugs the doll.
It's a nice doll, by the way.
It's still really creepy that it's like a mini zombie version of me.
Where did you get the doll? If you don't mind me asking.
Wait until the doll starts walking in the night.
From here, there's a toy maker here.
Oh, nice.
Miss Carilla. Miss Carilla got it for me. Said it would calm me down.
How do you spell that name?
Carilla?
Yeah.
Carilli. Or
Okay.
Illa.
Okay, thanks.
Okay, so anyway, so continue. Amade, you're going into the temple.
Mhm.
Dracos.
With the kids.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I'm just about
Dracos, you feel that pain sensation as well. Getting closer to the temple. So yeah, so.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna
Harith. Yeah, so Harith, what do you do?
Well, after that small moment with Delvin, I'll just say, do take care for a moment. I've just got one thing to do in the chapel, and then I'll make my way in.
I'm sorry, man. Do you think you can speak up a little bit? I'm only catching every other word that you're saying.
Sorry. All right. Yeah.
Yeah, I get. You're trying to make your character be a bit soft-spoken, but I can't really.
No, it's not that. It's just how I am really as a speaker.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And you have people sleeping. I understand.
Yeah, that as well. But yeah, I do it without realizing. But yeah, after the small moment with Delvin, I'll just say to them both there, take care. I've just got a small bit of business in the chapel here, and then I'll make my way in myself.
Okay. All right. So, Amade, you walk in. Strangely, let's see. You walk in and you see Irina. Or you haven't met Irina. You see a woman. You see a woman in dark brown hair, wearing with a darker skin than most people around here. a very piercing, dark hair, dark skin, piercing gaze. Um, well built enough, and right now she is currently sweeping the chapel. Sweeping the chapel this morning.
And she's the only one I see.
Right now, yes.
So I'll go ahead and walk up to her, kind of with the children following me. Excuse me.
Hello. Can I help you?
Yes, we actually need to speak with the priest. One of the children, that we got from the, werewolves, is not able to come inside.
Whoa. Slow down. Children. You rescued these children from werewolf attacks?
We rescued them from the werewolves. The cave.
Oh, wait. I see. Well, yes, Father Lucian. He's currently working on the graves right now. We lost a couple of we lost some residents last night.
Oh no. What happened?
And this is how he's keeping his head up after hearing that.
Oh, that's me.
Um.
That's me out of character. Not Devlin. I can't hear you.
No, I mean about the
Just
about the.
softly in the background.
I mean, that was more like the. Oh no, sorry. Was that someone joking when I said loads of people died?
That was Irina. She said that we lost 2 people last night.
Oh, I thought someone said too many people. All right, sorry. Go on.
2 people. So at that, I can't get over just, oh no, from Devlin. It totally threw me off.
Sorry.
And it was just so quiet too. That's what got me. Okay, I'm sorry.
Like
I'm
it
sorry.
was like you heard it from a distance or something.
It's like you were whispering into the mic. It was just okay. Okay, so at those words, Amne's gonna.
Okay, back in character. Okay.
Whew, I'm terribly sorry.
I
It wasn't
have...
from an attack, was it?
We've been having some murders around here recently. Some people out of nowhere just stabbed to death in their own homes. Very peculiar. But anyway, I haven't seen you around here before. Are you new here?
I am newish. I am traveling with Devlin and
Devlin?
Kurt. Yes. She's
She's
outside with the other child.
the one who has... Oh. Well, it would certainly be good to see her again. Oh, what about you? She kind of looks and takes Harith in and notices your mark. Ah. A genuine servant of the Morning Lord. That's definitely nice in these dark, trying times.
I'm sure it must be. After arriving, I was definitely thinking that I've got my work cut out for me. But anything for her.
You've recently arrived here.
I have, yes.
My sorrows come out to you, but let me be blunt with you. You are stuck here for the foreseeable future. So until Strahd is dead, you might want to make yourself comfortable.
I'll keep that in mind.
Strahd has absolute control over this place. Even the souls around here. From what Father Lucian has told me, even the souls here aren't allowed to leave for the afterlife. When you're here, when you're stuck here, body and soul.
Hmm.
So keep that in mind. But anyway, you're saying that there's a child affected with lycanthropy.
Yes.
I'll be right back. I'll go get Father Lucian. And she goes she goes back from behind the chapel. And in through one of the back doors.
All right then.
So
I see. Well, I'm going to assume there's a altar ahead of me.
yes. Let's see. I'll give you. Let's see. I will give you like a. I'll briefly put you in a map to give you like a basic idea of what this church looks like.
That's fine.
So yeah. So this one's a little bit more put together, but you can see that there are like some. As you guys entered, there were some rooms to the side, presumably some bedrooms, some
Black.
pews that
It's all black.
that goes a long way back, yeah. But there's some pews on the other side. There's a bit more put together than what this map shows, and yes, there is an altar to Lathander up ahead.
Excellent. Well,
I have a black screen, by the way. Never mind. You changed it back.
yeah.
Wait, none of you
Which-
saw that?
It was just a black screen for me. I thought it was just loading.
Oh. Well,
Anyway, but nah,
yeah.
that's okay. Well, what I want
Theater of the mind.
what I want Harif to do then is go
Okay.
to the altar and get out his the God, I keep forgetting what it's called. The holy symbol, the holy
Yeah.
symbol that he has around his neck, and just has his hand placed on the altar with that in his hand. And he will actually go into whispers for this, but
Okay.
what he will be saying is that
Oh, you don't have to tell me. You can whisper what you say to me on Discord, and I'll give you the various responses. And meanwhile, we can continue role playing as the scene develops.
Yep, that's fine. I'll just quickly send you.
Okay. So Dracos, what are you currently doing while this is all happening?
Well, I wanted to suggest Delvin maybe to move the kid to the inn that they were staying, as I know what's going on with the innkeep in real, because I was listening them from the outside when they were speaking with him.
Okay, good idea. Better than standing out on the street.
Well, he would know better what to do with a freshly turned young boy.
Wait, Erwin is a werewolf too, or something?
He's not a werewolf. He is something else.
Okay.
But you, I think you already know that.
No, I had no idea.
So we know that he knows about werewolves.
Yes.
He knows about werewolves, but we know that he's a vampire.
Erwin, the barkeep.
Oh no.
No, you guys know that Erwin knows about that stuff. It was mainly Alcaeus who knew that knowledge.
Yeah, because
of
he
what
lived
of what
here
he
for a
of
while.
what he Yeah, it was mainly Alcaeus who knew who knew specifically that knowledge, but you don't know much beyond that.
Yeah, I barely met the guy.
Yeah, he was a very secret person.
But
So
yeah, it's a good idea to take him to the tavern, get him off the street, maybe get him some food.
okay. Okay, so you guys walk walk through. Um you guys see that at this point there is everyone this time around, as you guys walk through the city or the town, everyone seems a lot more on their guard. Um they seem go from place to place in a much more hurried fashion. Um and they seem to look at everything with suspicion. Very different atmosphere than when you left it a few days ago after after slaying the vampires that haunted this place. So, upon entering the Blue Water Inn,
Black screen.
black screen. Give me a second. Off. Go.
Fog of war.
Okay, so there we go. How about now?
Still black screen.
That is a black screen for me.
How about like the bottom part?
Nope.
Nope, it's solid black.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why isn't it?
Hold on, give me 1 second. I'll try to refresh my page. See if
Dynamic
that
lighting
helps.
is off.
Black is astral skin.
Background dynamic fog of war disabled. Enabled.
Refresh
Okay.
to...
I refreshed and it's still black.
I hate it when that happens.
Yeah.
These
As
sorts of
cool as the dynamic lighting is, it can be finicky to get it to work properly.
No,
Yeah, still black screen for me too.
I refuse to use the dynamic lighting.
There we go. We can see something now.
There it is.
Oh, I just had to turn the dynamic lighting on and off like 5 times.
Okay, works for me.
Anyway,
Okay.
I'll just remove that since that was me trying to put a token on to see if that'll do it.
Okay.
Okay.
Amadeus token out too, please.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm not even there anymore.
Bye.
I don't know how to take my note.
If you just click on it and press delete on your keyboard, it removes the token.
Ha! Thank you.
Okay, so you guys walk in. You see only a few customers here and there, as they enjoy some
Warmth.
alcohol to fix their problems. Okay. All right. All right. So, there are a couple people here and there, puffing their feast. A dog barks in the distance.
I'm so sorry. I
It's
told you my
okay.
cat's picking a fight with my dog.
It's okay. Dogs and cats are adorable.
All right. And you do see Erwin does in his standard place, currently looking to be cleaning up some bugs with a clean rag. Gives you a a small grin as you approach.
Hey, Erwin.
Oi!
So,
Welcome back, Devlin. Welcome back, Devlin.
yeah, we're back.
Glad to see you have returned. Well, where's the rest of your party?
Some of us went. Well, I sent a few of us with the other kids to the church, and Alcaeus went towards the winery that he promised he'll go check on.
Ah, yes. Well, uh,
But yeah,
happy, glad to hear you're keeping the promise about that. We're down to our last few barrels,
yeah.
and with what's going around here, that's gonna be gone very quickly.
What did happen? I noticed that people were very on guard when we came. Something happened. What happened?
Uh, there were a couple. There were a couple of There were a few. Since you and your party have left, there have been a string of murders around this place. And, uh, and he says more. He's like, but who's the little tyke with you?
What's his name?
He never gave you his name.
Yeah. Well, well, he's. What's your name? I'm sorry, I didn't ask before. I'm so sorry.
He looks at you. Uh, did, he holds his doll really close. He's Duncan.
Well, hello, Duncan. Nice to meet you. And I turn back to Irvin. This is Duncan. He's one of the kids we rescued from a werewolf right there.
All right, so say again. All right, say again. I only caught every other word.
Okay. I said that this is Duncan. He's one of the kids we rescued from the werewolf den.
Well, you've certainly been through a lot, have you, little bugger? Brom, get some grub for the lad here. Because Brom goes back, and now the information I have right now is with the state. Probably won't be good for the little tech to hear.
I look at him. Did Draco's did not enter, right? Or did
Huh?
he enter? Is Draco's inside?
No, I didn't enter yet.
Yes, and it is an inn. It's an inn, so it's represented that everyone is welcome here. It's just like the rooms you can't go into. So like the main area you can get in without any problem. So if so you choose.
I know.
Okay.
I have entered this inn before. I was sitting here somewhere.
So maybe if you are inside the inn, you could maybe take the kid a bit further so that he can eat in peace. That you can keep an eye on him.
You're asking me. I'm not inside the inn yet.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
still outside. Yeah.
And then I look back at you and motioning for you to come inside.
Like,
Hey, could you please keep an eye on Duncan here while he's eating? Erwin has something to tell me that it's not for kids' ears. I'd
sure.
appreciate it. Thank you.
By the way, did Rictavio come by since we were away?
He came through once. He came through once or twice. Yes. Seemed rather frustrated. The cot that he came here with. Apparently someone stole it a couple nights before. Shortly after you lot left.
Out of character, we didn't do anything. We left the cart where it was.
Yeah, but somebody could have stolen it and brought it there.
Oh. Well, we did see a cart that but probably belongs to Rictavio next to the tower on the lake.
Yes. I'll let him know about that. Thank you.
Cool.
So, anyway, to continue, there's been since you lot have left, there's been a string of murders the past few nights.
Oh.
Normally that sort of thing wouldn't really attract attention here. Death is rather common around here.
Was it in a way
And
they died or something? That's weird.
I was getting ready to say.
Sorry, I am a detective. It's my job to ask questions.
Believe me, I know. It's the Baron isn't. The Baron is refusing to talk about this. Says that this'll. I know that the Baron will refuse to say it on account of his "all will be well" crap. But I did peek at one of the bodies, and it damn near looked ritualistic.
Ritualistic in what way?
Like blood everywhere. Strange looking carvings on the bodies. Throat partially torn off. Bloody mess.
I'm just writing this down. We can say that in character. I'm also taking notes.
Yeah.
Throat partially cut, you said?
Mhm.
Okay.
Like torn off partially.
Okay. Torn off.
Yeah.
Would this be like a vampire attack, or is it more like a werewolf attack? If it's ritualistic.
I have no idea.
Do you think it would be possible for me to check to see at least one of the bodies to see for myself what you're talking about? The carvings, maybe?
I don't know. As I said, the Baron is being very, very tight-lipped about this. He has those bodies under lock and key, saying it was just an accident. Refuses to let anyone near them, even the families. The damned families.
Where is he keeping the bodies?
Hell if I know.
Okay. Have any other people come in through this village after we left?
Huh?
Have any other people come through this village after we left? Like maybe
From the village?
maybe that are not from the village. I mean, if they've come through.
Not that I know of, no. But
Hmm.
oh, wait! I forgot to mention. Um, he kind of heads back and heads in the corner for a little bit, and then comes back with a letter in his hand. This came from one of my crows this morning. Came from the local village.
Which one?
Village of Barovia?
Okay. I mean, I've this is kind of a village that Barovia is a village, and I heard that there's a crest. There's crest. It's also a village. So
No,
I
like
was confused for a
he's
moment.
he's talking about like the village that you guys came in when you first arrived here.
Uh-huh. Okay. Okay, thank you. Um, does the letter have any sigils on it, like wax stamps? Or is it just a normal letter?
It just says it has various names, like it has the names of
My original
you
party.
you you Eric, Astral, and Alcaeus.
Okay. Thanks. Um, I'll discreetly check if there's any crows here,
Crows?
like
Ravens?
ravens from Strahd. Perception, right?
Yeah. Roll me perception. Um. Oh, no. Yeah. It's like you. Uh. Well, you see plenty of crows. I mean, there are a lot of crows here.
Mm,
Um. And from what you can tell, none of them really display any of the intelligence that you have seen
okay. Then we're somewhat
in
safe.
before.
And I can open the letter to see what it's about.
All right.
I mean,
Um.
seeing as I'm the only one left.
Yep. All right. So, upon opening, oops, lower that volume. Okay. All right. So upon opening the letter, um, looking at the bottom, you can see. Let's see. You can see that it is from Ismark.
Ah,
Looking at
the
the signature in the
Burgermaster.
bottom. Burgermaster Ismark. All right. So he looks. It reads. I hope this letter finds you well. Pro- progress on the excavation has been going well so far. Surprisingly and rather easily, we were able to find the entrance that you spoke of into the catacombs that you described. It is very slow going, as we discovered that the caves that it partially caved in after the whole house collapsed, but we are making progress. Uh, know that since Arena has left, there has been no further attacks on this place. People here are still abysmal and poor, but that's that's to be expected around here. I hope. Please give Arena my regards, and know that I think about her every day. It would be nice for you to come back should you have the time to oversee so we can give you a so you can see for yourself our progress. May the devil Strahd never catch you. Ismak Kalonyevich.
Okay.
And that's all that says in the letter.
Okay, cool. Okay. Let me think about.
Alright, so while you are thinking about that, we will cut back to the chapel.
Okay.
Okay, so Amadei and Jace. Alright, so we backtrack a little bit. Amadei and Hadith. We'll backtrack a little bit. A little bit afterwards. You see Arena come back with a middle-aged man. The bald head. Very well built enough. Very wearing very basic monk robes. With what looks to be an altar boy following closely behind him. You can see that his hands are currently very dirty, and his outfit is streaked with dirt, as Arena says that he was working in the graveyards.
And this is the priest, right? Because I've seen
Yes.
him before.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, I'll just.
Amadei.
Hello.
May the morning Lord light your way.
And you as well.
Anything I can help you with, my child?
We actually
Arena said it was rather urgent, but she refused to say what.
we rescued the children from the werewolves. And Devlin and Kurt are outside with one. Or we left them outside with one that is not able to come in, and we were wondering if you could help with his curse in some way.
Curse, you say? What curse are we talking about here? There are a lot of curses here in Barovia.
A werewolf.
Lycanthropy. Okay. Surprisingly enough, that's actually one of the easier curses to get rid of, provided we have the proper materials. Do you know how long he has been affected for?
Didn't they tell us?
Couple of weeks. if I'm
It's been
taking-
he's been there about a week or two.
Okay, about a week or two at the most.
Would be easier if the curse was still fresh. The longer the curse lays within the system, the harder it is to remove. But as he is a child, that might make things easier. However, that he takes notice as you take notice of you, Heather or Harith. Oh,
Yeah, I'll just be about done what I was doing at the altar as they realised me putting my holy symbol back on my neck.
okay. Ah. May the th- may the thunder guard you and watch you, child.
And may she guide you too. I take you're the priest, and I'll give us. Yeah, I'll just not sure what greetings I like here, so I'll just give a small. I'll just give a small bow or whatever. I'm not sure, but anyway, go on.
Okay. Bow, handshake. All right. Yes, you give a bow, and a bit confused. He bows a bit as well.
Uh,
Are you new around here?
I am. I've only just arrived today.
Oh. I sense the I sense divine power within you. Never, never. I've never. Wow, I have never seen our Lord's power and such strength in a person before.
That might be why. That might be why I'm here.
You and I will need to. You and I will need to talk later, but the child is important right now.
I'd agree.
Okay. Alright, so first things first, well, the ritual is actually rather simple, but one thing we need is a potion of Wolf's Bane. Uh,
Where would we get that?
it's um, uh, one of the one of the one of the noble ladies around one of the noble ladies here uh fancies herself an
Theory.
a potion maker. Can't English tonight.
I
Fan-
feel that. That's a mood.
fancies herself a potion maker. Uh she's she's a decent enough one, and though the potions aren't cheap. Um though if it's of dire need enough, she'll be willing to part with a wolf's bane potion. Uh one of if you were to go to the if you were to go to the southernmost portion of the city and go to the Watcher house.
Watch her house. Okay.
It's uh, Wachter.
Watch her.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you travel, go to her place. Um, she would be she will be willing to provide the potion. She will be willing to provide the potion, provided the need is urgent enough.
I'm assuming healing a child of this curse would be enough to get her to.
I'm certain it is, but she's a she's a very peculiar sort.
Okay.
And that's all I'm willing to say on her. She's a powerful family, second only to the Burgomaster himself, actually.
uh, well, um, are we can go and get that. Do you want us to meet you here, or do we need
No,
to do
that-
anything else, or just give him the potion?
No, it's a. See let's see. The hollow spell will forbid him entry from here, but the graveyard should be fine and well, the graveyard should be fine enough. Whenever you come, meet us back up in the graveyard. We'll be able to prepare from there.
What about the other kids?
Okay, with the yeah, give me a second. So with the child and the potion, and that's it.
That's all that I would require on your end. On your end, yes.
Okay. And it's all right for us to leave the other children with you here. And she gestures to like the giant horde of children behind her. I feel like a mama duckling. They're
I
just like
mean-
trailing behind.
Oh, Violet Thunder. I'm not in. I know I would be willing to help you, but I'm not an orphanage. I'm not an owner of an orphanage. I'm an owner of a chapel to Lathander. And while I do have the means to, I do have the means to care for a few people, a large group of children, a little bit outside my funds and capacity.
So like at a game, is he like asking for funds?
I mean,
Because I don't want to like
But-
offer money and feel like I'm bribing him to take the children. I would feel terrible.
he's saying he's saying that it would be difficult enough for him even with the funds. He's not a,
Oh, okay.
as I said, he's not an orphanage. He would be willing to care. He's willing and able to care for a few of the children, but not a whole group. There's oddly enough, there's a lot of things within a chapel that can be harmful to children, like fragmented wood, uh, sharp amulets, running too loud and hitting your head on the altar, that kind of thing.
They'd be fine. They could just sit up and just walk it off.
Is there
Uh,
an orphanage in this town?
yeah. Is there?
At least somewhere we can leave them so that they're safe. I mean, sorry, I'm not here.
Well, that was gonna be my next question. So it's cool. Say wave length. I can't English either.
I don't think so. There might be some people who are willing to take an additional child, but that is very few and far between. Now, well, now that I think about it, I believe the abbey I came from, the abbey of Saint Markovia, in Kresk. It is a very secretive place, about as far away from Strahd as you can get. Is where my order originally came from.
Mhm.
Your, the children will likely be safe there, because we have it's filled with monks. they would be willing to be they could be safe there if need be.
Okay. Real quick, out of game. Didn't we give him other children to look after?
The
Just
girl
the
and
one
the boy.
just the one child that you guys saved from the night hags.
Yeah. Wasn't it two, like a boy and a girl?
Oh yes,
Yeah.
what yes, a boy and a girl, and yes, he is current. Yeah, and you see them walking around as well.
But also we should probably ask him. This is out of game. Ask him to at least, if maybe he could ask around who's missing a child.
Oh yeah, before we try and send these kids off to
Yeah,
somewhere else in case it's one of their.
yeah.
That's a good idea.
I just
Just
thought of
forever
this.
missing a child.
We're just sending them off to the monks without even asking.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and ask if there are any missing children from this town, or if he knows of any.
All right.
Having to think of NPCs.
I mean, there could be, but children go missing here. Children go missing here all the time.
Is there a
It's
possibility?
part of the. It is a definite possibility, but could be werewolf abduction. Or it could be vampire abduction. It could be murder by ghosts. I've seen all kinds here.
Well, at least there won't be any more werewolf kidnappings, as far as I know.
You're not there.
Sorry.
That is the werewolves do have a new leader now. So there probably won't be kidnapping.
I wouldn't go. I wouldn't
At
go.
least for Strahd.
I wouldn't go past the. I wouldn't go past them. Well, unlikely that they would kidnap people here. This is well guarded, but any surrounding like hunters and whatnot. But anyway.
Okay, well, at his words of probably not here, she's just gonna real quick turn around and look at the kids. Do any of you recognize this town as you've been here?
Yeah, and I will and I will say that about half of them have bright smiles on their faces, like taking in the surroundings, recognizing the place. But the other half are gloomy, complaining that they're hungry, that kind of thing.
So that's like half of that is like what? 4, 6? How many kids did we save? Like 12?
10.
I don't remember. 10.
10 kids. Yeah,
So
10 kids. So yeah, 5 kids. 5 kids are from here. 4 kids are elsewhere, and then there's the one kid that's from
with
that is currently with Devlin.
Okay, she'll turn back around. She'll at least look back. Can you look at least 5 until we can handle this other situation with the other child?
For a brief time, yes.
Okay, thank you. That is all we need.
Frankly enough, I've had my hands full with the last few children you've brought me.
She'll look at
since they've recovered mentally, they've been rather rambunctious, and he kind of stretches and he's weary, but he has a faint glint in his eye. Gleam, not glint, gleam.
I was gonna. One of those is bad.
Gleam, not glint.
At that, she'll kind of look at the 5, and that are like still kind of sad or whatever, because we did feed them rations and stuff.
Yes. And I will say, that you guys lost about I'll say you guys lost about. Let's see. I'll say it takes about. You guys lost about 5 rations from feeding the kids. I'll say 2 rations per kid.
Okay.
So divide the rations amongst yourselves as you guys see fit.
I have 11 at the moment.
I have 10, so I can take 3 off of mine.
I can take 3 off of mine as well.
Okay.
That's 6 rations.
So I have 3 from that is 7. Alright. Okay. So she'll go ahead and look at the 5 that are gonna be staying. Alright, so we're going to come back and help you bring you to somewhere else, but right now I need you to stay here and be good, okay?
Okay.
And then
Okay.
Also,
Okay.
ask for their names so we know who to ask if they're missing a kid on our
there's
travels.
There's none of the kids from this town.
only 5 of them are, so she's gonna go ahead to the other 5 that are like recognizing the like, oh yeah, we know this place. We live here. She's gonna say, all right, come on, we'll see if we can't find your families. And then
Okay.
she's gonna look at, I want to say Hester, but I feel like that's wrong.
Heather, Hester,
Harriet.
Harriet.
Harith.
Yeah.
All right, Harith. She's gonna turn and look at him and go, are you going to come, or do you need to stay and speak with the priest?
I'll be able to speak with him at another time. Right now, I feel the kids need to be reunited.
All right. So
Meanwhile,
Okay. So meanwhile, Dracos, you've been so patient. I apologize. Okay. So
No,
what have you been? What are you currently doing?
I'm gonna remind Devlin that time is pressing, and that if we want to defeat Strahd, we have to go to these other locations that she talked about.
Yeah, I know.
The kids can stay in this town; they will be safe enough.
Yeah. But we need to meet up with the others first to see what happened, and then we'll decide. We need to make sure that the kids are safe first.
Yeah,
But then
sure.
we'll go directly to where we need to go.
And for the barkeep, if Rictavio comes by, what will be your next location?
I think we should. I don't know. Let's go to
the keep.
Yeah.
To the ruins.
Yeah, to find more allies against Strahd. We need more people.
So is it the keep or
Yeah.
the ruins?
The ruins. Isn't it the same?
It's the ruined keep.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a keep that's in ruins. There we go.
So this is the Silver Dragon's order. Let me check the name. Yeah, correct.
Yeah, it's the. And I take out my notebook. As we went to this Madame Ava, that she's a seer or divinator or some kind, and she read us these tarot cards, and they helped us find Strahd's journal, for example, and the weapon, and there were some hints about that there is an ally is in the Fallen Order. That's probably in the keep, and also there were two hints that were showing that the ruins might be where the next thing is. We need to find. Am I making sense?
Yeah, well, I can tell you that at Argon's Hold, you can find at least some help.
Okay, that's good to hear.
I don't know how to pronounce Argon.
I don't know how to pronounce it either.
It's just
But
gibberish. Order of the Silver Dragon. Yeah.
let me see.
Yeah, and
Arkin
you're
was told.
Argen Vastholt. Yeah,
Vostok, yeah.
Arkin was
Argen
told.
Vastholt. And
I can
yeah, and
I can read my own handwriting. Sorry.
um, yeah, and Dracos, you haven't personally been into that keep, but you're familiar enough with it, because because until it was destroyed, the town of Barras was nearby that keep, so you're
Mhm.
familiar with it.
Yeah. So then I'm gonna tell the innkeep to pass a note to Rictavio when he comes back that an old friend was here and that we will be on that hold, Argenvost hold.
If I see him again, I'll let him know. Yes.
And I'm gonna leave one of my insignias with him so that he knows of what
He'll
he
he'll
needs.
recognize what this means, as I have no idea what this means.
Well, he will recognize it.
All right, good enough for me. He takes it, puts it in one of his pockets. All right, man. That kid of yours has quite an appetite, eh? And as you guys look around, you see that Duncan is literally wolfing down his food, literally.
Well, I mean, they were kept in cages, so that might have something to do with it. There was not a lot of food there. Yeah. So, do you? Sorry that I'm going back to the previous conversation. Do you know where exactly the people were killed? The exact locations, I mean.
Within their own homes.
And who were those people? Sorry, I'm trying to find out what happened.
Uh, no one, no one of any particular importance, if that's what you're asking.
Every person is important.
That that was rather came out as crass.
Yeah, I mean I understand you. I come out crass sometimes too. It just my mind goes way too fast and my tongue can't follow, or it's the other way around. My tongue goes way too fast in my mind.
What he means is they hold no power that somebody will just kill them off.
Yeah, but I mean if the kills were ritualistic, they have to mean something to the murderer at least.
It can just be blood.
Might be, but carvings on their flesh. But yeah, I also kind of want to talk to this Baron of yours. Maybe try persuade him to let us investigate.
You'll be you'll be better off trying to convince an undead to stop eating brains, but you can certainly try.
Hmm.
And and I and it was mentioned that he wanted to see you last you were in town, and you blew him off. So
He did? We never got word of it. That he wanted to see us, I mean.
Hmm.
well, Arena might have mentioned it in passing, but I don't think. Well, she might not have told you. So that's on her. And on that note, on the DM. So
Okay, then let's meet.
I will keep. I'll if I see if I see Rictavio, I'll tell him this and say what you said.
Okay.
Is there anything else I can help you with? Meal, perhaps?
Maybe later on.
Yeah, when my boy Braun, he went hunting for the first time the other day. Brought back some nice wolf steaks.
I laugh a bit uncomfortably because I can't imagine Duncan eating wolf meat. That
Isn't
would
that
be
what he's eating?
Oh dear, what have we caused here?
Oh my god! Oh no! Oh
I will say.
Oh, because isn't that all they have is wolf meat?
no! Yeah, exactly. But still,
Either wolf meat or beet stew.
And I'm pretty sure he's probably eating the meat, right?
Yep.
You just made him eat wolf.
I look to Ern
I mean,
and
it's
kind
not
of
like
whisper.
I mean, no, it's not like it's not like
He's not a cannibal.
werewolves eat wolf meat if they're hungry. I mean,
Do they? They
yeah.
do they
I
eat
mean,
their own?
it's
Do
not
they eat their
it's
own
not like
pack?
it's not like they're eating their own kind. Werewolves and wolves are different things.
I know, but still. But and I take a look at Erwin. Better not mention the what kind of meat he's eating, please.
Uh, oh,
Yeah, just
yeah.
in case,
Uh,
you know.
should have given him the beet stew. Uh, yeah, I'll
I mean,
keep that in mind.
as long as he doesn't know, that's okay. I hope he can't hear us. Oh my God, werewolves have hearing probably, but better hearing than
No,
people.
he's too focused on his meal.
Phew.
He gives no shits about anything except for the food in front of him, which happens to be wolf that he doesn't know. Because you're terrible people.
Wow.
Yeah, Erwin did.
I'm
On
sorry.
that note,
Whoops. Whoops.
on that note, I'm assuming you guys are waiting for Duncan to finish his meal and then leave the tavern.
Yeah.
Yeah, Erwin kind of has a very sheepish look on his face as you guys leave.
How much do I owe him for the meal?
A 5 silver.
Okay. Done.
Okay. Alrighty, so you guys, wrong map.
It's cool. It's black.
All right, there we go.
There
Okay,
we go.
okay. So you guys, all right. So you guys are travel back, and it, all right. And I'll say it is around this time that Harith, I'll say it around this time that Harith and Amade are currently in front of the house that was described to them. So, upon approaching this house, Amade and Harith. So you see that this house is very unique. It's one of the larger houses, and this house seems like disgusted with itself, if that makes any sense. It has a very slouching roof that hangs heavy over the furrowed gables. There is moss-covered walls that sag and bulge under the weight of the vegetation. And as you study this house, you hear it actually groaning as it is settling. It's almost as if this house hates itself. You can see that there is a gate that surrounds the perimeter. A metal fence that surrounds the perimeter. The gate is currently swinging open. But yeah. You don't seem to see any major movement coming from within the house. Though, the two of you make me a perception check.
Yeah. As I'm rolling, can you just ping whereabouts on the map I am again? I'm just making sure
Okay,
that
yeah,
I'm
right here, this house.
there. Okay, thank you. There we go.
Okay,
I'm there.
Boom.
all right, 19.
As for Harith, I'm just gonna get the roll there now. Perception. Where is it? There you go. There you go. A 19.
Nice.
Okay. You almost missed it at first. But you guys see what looks to be very faint blue light coming from one of the attic rooms of the house. And it's like very like flashing light. Very faint because it is the light's not strong, but it's like kind of like firework flashing.
Okay.
Like sudden brightness and dimness.
Are you seeing that light?
Yep, I saw that.
Hmm. Well,
That's probably not good.
oh, that's someone's in. Well, I'll slowly make my way towards that house.
Yeah. Real quick question.
Yes.
Did we drop the kids off at their houses on the way? Since we crossed like a lot of the town.
I'll say you still have about 2 kids left. Three of the kids. Three of the kids. Upon being closer to familiar surroundings, start running full speed to some of the decrepit houses. And you hear a lot of happy crying coming. A lot of shouting, a lot of crying, coming from within each of those houses as they all find their respective homes.
Aww.
Okay. That's adorable.
So you have about 2 kids. You have about 2 kids left who currently do not have any homes.
Okay. She will look at them and kind of like motion for them to kind of not come too close to the front door. And will follow
Harith, yep.
Harris um to the door.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So you walk. So you walk through the door, so you walk to the main door. All right. So
Well, I'll at least give it a knock
okay.
and see if
So
I get any response.
okay. All right. So you see. Okay. So you see. Okay. So you knock on the door, and you hear some very faint. Very faint footsteps. Coming from the door. Coming from behind the door. You see it open slightly, and you see a very elderly looking a very elderly looking woman poke her head out. Can I help you?
Yes, the priest told us that you could help us find Wolfsbane potion.
Of course, give it to that old fool to spill the beans.
Well, it's for a child.
Eh. One less brats in the world, but alright. Fortunately for you, I do happen to have one on hand. Give me a moment. And she closes the door.
Yeah. Take your time.
So
Oh,
Say that again.
okay, so yeah, so you see that so from the look of it, you see that she had a very old figure. Um very very thin, very gaunt, as if she hasn't eaten in a while. Um Large, very wide hairstyle. Uh though she does carry the air of regality?
Nobility?
Regalism?
Regality. Okay.
Nobility?
Nope. Nobility about her, yes. She holds herself high and mighty. Um,
Alright then.
right.
Well,
After about 5 minutes, she comes back. Uh, let's see. So, all right. So after a bit, she comes back, and she holds what looks to be a very sickly a very sickly green bottle containing this this gunk inside of it.
She hands
I'm assuming that was a sneeze. Bless you.
It's alright.
And see, so
He says,
this is your potion here. It won't be a pretty penny. It will be a pretty penny. It'll be about 250 gold.
even for a child.
who was kidnapped from his home and tortured and held in a cage.
Make me a persuasion check.
Oh God!
Please,
don't fail.
please, God of RNG.
Nope, I
Ah!
failed. Doesn't help. She doesn't like children.
Yes, that is with the discount.
How much did you say it was?
250 gold.
250 gold.
Fuck, I don't know if we have all that. Do we?
No.
Yeah, that's quite a lot of gold. Well, this is me talking out of character. That is quite a lot of gold.
Yeah, that's an insane amount.
Is
Can I do an Arcana check on that while she's holding it out real quick to see if like it's cheaply made or something like that? Because he said she thinks herself an actual apothecary.
Mm-hmm. So, looking at it, so you've read about wolves bane potions. You know that they have a certain scent to them. A very unique and specific scent that is very difficult to replicate. This potion does not have that scent in it.
It does not.
No.
Okay. So is she gonna let me like hold it to check it out or no? I mean, it's not like there's many water gymnasties around.
Well,
Here.
what's the stop and make off with it? Run off with it.
Yeah, no, she's not going to. This is actually this seems to be missing its smell that normally accompanies this potion. Did you not have one of the ingredients?
You doubt my alchemy making abilities. Be grateful
I'm
I'm even selling this to you peasants.
Ooh.
I'm a healer, so I know what good potions smell like. And this is not, whether or not you gave us a discount on it, it's not made correctly.
Shots fired.
So I understand you're probably one of the only ones to make it here, but considering you were already giving us the discount and then trying to sell it to us as a completely perfectly made potion, and it's not, I would assume we could probably cut the price down a little bit more.
Make me another persuasion check.
With advantage? Please? Please with advantage? Because she's practically like growling and almost threatening.
I mean, why would you even want to buy the potion when you know it's not made correctly?
Because this is the only person here that sells them.
Hmm.
Unless you guys know of somewhere.
I mean,
This is like our
Get the
only
wolves and we
chance.
make the potion on ourselves.
would the potion even work with if it didn't have that smell? If it's not correctly brewed?
Oh, would I know that?
Let's see. With the arcana that you have, no, like wolves, like the potion has the potion has that specific scent because Wolfsbane has a very unique scent. Like you're not smelling, like it's kind of faint, but you don't. But it's a Wolfsbane is a unique and pungent odor. You're not smelling any of that from coming from this potion.
So it doesn't even have wolfsbane in it.
from what you can tell, yes.
So, in my little rant at her, can I also add the fact that it doesn't seem to actually have wolfsbane in it when it's supposed to be a wolfsbane potion?
Okay. With that, I will say you have advantage.
Yes!
Yes! Nice!
So the 22 works, and I need to roll again. Please don't make me roll again. Persuasion doesn't seem to like me today.
Fine, you can keep your roll.
Thank you.
She's hard to she's a hard to read in general. But you can see her coming a little taken aback by someone who actually knows what the hell she's talking about. Coming across an actual healer. Like, do you want this or not?
I won it at a completely different reduced price from what you were telling us, considering it does not actually have the herb in it that it's named for. Otherwise, you're wasting the gold.
She shuts. She goes back inside, shuts the door.
I'm holding the potion still. She just left me with the potion.
But no, she had the potion in her hands. She
I
didn't
thought
give it
I
to
thought
you.
I was holding it. Okay, I thought I
No.
was holding it. Okay. I was like, wait, she just left me holding the potion on her porch?
No,
Get a little confused.
no,
Okay,
no.
do I hear her like walking up the steps or
Were you confident about the potion not working as it should have done?
pretty confident? It's normally like in your face pungent. So it wasn't, which means it didn't have any or not the correct amount. Which means it more than likely would not work.
How
All right,
I
and
can't believe that worked.
as you guys are talking, you see once again, now that you know what you're looking for, that bright light once again coming around.
Which should have been this house, shouldn't have it?
All right. Go ahead. Never mind. Actually, wait. Let me. Are either of you proficient in Arcana?
I am.
Okay. So, Amade, so as you are looking more into this light, you can like the like that faint blue glow. That is normally indicative of someone attempting magic. Don't really don't have any nearly enough information to know what kind of magic, but you do know that magic is being taken is being
Done.
done up and on that floor.
And it was being done before she opened the door as well.
Yes.
Okay.
At this point she comes back out, mumbling to herself, holding a different potion this time. One that is corked. One that is a bit smaller. One that is a bit smaller, and it's a bit lighter green in color.
But it's corked. Can she
Yeah, it's
smell it
corked.
with the cork?
No, unless she has a really good, unless she smells really well.
Which would be a perception check, right?
Uh-huh. I will say, she's holding it. She's holding it away. It's corked. Would need to be a high roll.
Alright, I'm
If
gonna
you're
do it, and if not, I'm gonna ask her to uncork it. Let's see. Ha! Does that work?
Damn, nice.
25 was what you needed to beat.
Oh yes!
Nice.
Like seriously, that's what you had to beat.
Oh my god, I can't believe that happened. Cool. Okay. What else?
Like wow. Like
Oh.
you had to have either a 19 or a 20 to succeed, and you succeeded.
A 10% chance.
Yeah.
Oh.
We're
So-
rolling.
Healer
We're rolling.
instincts are kicking in.
So you calm yourself, and you focus. You use your druid. You use your druid abilities, not to completely, but to faintly give you the senses of a hound dog or wolf or something to that nature. With no apparent change. So you close your eyes, you sniff, and ever so faintly, you smell that unique pungent smell coming from the bottle. You do smell
Cool.
wolfbane coming from it.
Alright, and you said it's a lighter color.
Yes.
When I checked the other one, did
That one was
I
darker
noticed-
in color.
did I notice anything off with it being too dark, or like is this one like diluted, like that type of
With
thing?
the arcana you have, you don't really know. With the arcana you had from that roll, you didn't notice any.
All right, I kind of want to do one now just to make sure she's not still trying to cheat us.
Okay. All these high rolls.
I mean, Evade is our healer, so she has to have a higher roll for that, right?
I'm telling you, this like healing, the healer's just kicking up on these rolls right now.
Yeah, I mean,
No.
Okay.
Oh
So,
my god.
looking at the bottle, you now see like the difference between the bottle she initially offered and the bottle that she has now. There is a difference. And you know that wolfsbane is a naturally lighter colored plant, and I would say you would have seen wolfsbane once before, but it was a very distant time, like whenever you first started training to become a healer, which seemed a long time ago at this point. But you notice that it was very light colored, and had that unique aroma to it. So, as far as you can tell, this is the real deal.
Cool. So she's gonna hold her hand out for the potion and go, perfect. How much for this one? And kind of like giving her like that look, sort of like, don't you dare try to overprice me after this, bitch. Kind of like a look almost.
stinky eye.
Yeah,
Roll me-
because she's like, try me.
roll me intimidation.
Like, I can ruin you.
Uh,
50 gold.
Perfect. I will give her. I have exactly 50 gold. I will hand over the gold.
Like,
Right.
like lightning fast, she takes the coins from her and just tosses you the potion.
All right. I grab the
Now,
potion.
is our business done? Is our business concluded here?
Yes. It's just going to turn and just like walk back over to the children, like mumbling underneath her breath. And hold on, because I can speak
And
another
she
language.
mutters underneath her breath too, which none of you guys catch, and she closes back the door.
She's cussing in primordial, like cursing her out in primordial under her breath. By the way, as she's like
you
walking
say?
back to the children. Wait, you can understand me? Is that what you just said?
All I just said is primordial, eh?
Shit. Yeah. She's cursing it out under her breath until she gets like 6 feet from the kids, and then she stops. Like, all right, let's go see if we can't find your parents.
What was that? Why did your voice sound like it was gargling rocks?
It's another language.
You're weird.
Yeah, I get that. Let's go. She just kind of pats him on the back, like, come on, let's go.
All right.
So, yeah, that kind of didn't go quite as smoothly as we hoped it, but I'm glad we got what we needed in the end.
For sure.
Okay, so, all right. So it is 9 o'clock. I have to leave a little.
Yeah, I was
leave a-
about to ask if we could finish soon because I'm very, very, very tired.
Okay.
Yeah. Well. Anyway. Yeah. So, good session, guys.
Yeah, definitely. And
Yeah,
as you gathered from me, it'll be very late.
nice to meet you all.
Nice
Definitely
to meet
a
you.
nice first session with you all.
Oh, so you enjoyed it?
I've enjoyed this session, yeah.
All right. Good. Um. All right. So yeah, glad we were able to get your
My
speaker
paladin.
problems your speaker problems taken care of.
Yeah. As I said,
and-
I don't usually have that problem connecting to the Eastern time zone, so I'm not sure what happened there.
Yeah, well, I moved it to Europe, and it works fine, and everyone else can still hear me. Everyone else can still understand me. So,
Yay!
yeah. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yep.
All right. So, great first session. Hopefully, we can keep you a little longer than 2 weeks.
Please.
Don't
Yes,
worry.
please.
Unless you actually cancel, I won't be dropping out.
Okay. Okay. Good stuff. So,
Awesome.
I will say though, next week we likely will not be having a session, as I am in university, and my midterms are coming up. So
Oh
Ooh,
no.
have fun with that.
Good
I
luck.
need to study for those.
Yes,
Alright.
you do.
Good luck.
That's
You
fine.
take that
So
time.
I'll basically just go by if I don't hear anything otherwise. We're not having a session.
Yes, yeah, very likely. Yeah, my midterms are coming up. It's my first semester as a graduate student, so I want to make sure
Ooh.
I want to make sure I get it done. I get it done right the first time. But anyway,
Yeah, definitely.
good. Yeah. Anyway, good
Respect.
session. Nice,
Yeah.
nice meeting you, Jason.
Yeah.
Yep,
Look
you
forward.
guys
Look forward to seeing how your character progresses, and I will see you guys in 2 weeks.
Yep.
Bye.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Bye.
Yeah.
Bye.